Is it just the spring? Is it the aftermath of the most amazing Women's Month we've had? Where's this incredible energy coming from, my friend?
Oh, my Graham, please, you know where the incredible energy is coming from? It's coming from the fact that I have the most amazing colleagues that just give me so much life and energy, all the way from the mother city. So that is where it is coming from, my incredible Graham. And listen, Mzansi, we love the fact that we get to be with you for the next 3 hours. It's going to be absolutely incredible. We're so excited for just getting into all of the beautiful things we're going to be bringing to you. We're coming to you live from the Samsung DQX here in Johannesburg, and it is all about, first and foremost, some poetry. Then we're going to get into some music with Tam. Then we're going to jump on into what exactly is the taxman saying about the influencers, my friend. There's a lot of different things that we're going to be going into, but this is why you've got to stick around. For now, though, I need you to 100% stay up to date with everything happening all around the world. So let's jump on back to Cape Town. What's happening, my friends?
We are going to be, yes, getting very excited about the spoken word. And I'm glad that you're loading a new fear, because maybe we've been all warm and fuzzy for too long. I'm so glad we are getting into tax. Obviously, tax season has hit a lot of people this year, but in the influencer space, in these new markets where we are changing the rules, maybe creating new career lanes, we need to know how to shore that up. So glad that we are going to be grown-ups this morning. So maybe that's a good jumping off point. Let's be very grown-up, get into those news and sporting headlines, then we can have a little bit of fun.
Well, thank you so much to my Expresso fam, and good morning to you, Mzansi. We hope that you're having a beautiful start to your Thursday. And of course you are, because you chose us to keep you company for the next 3 hours. But now, though, let's get into your national news headlines, where Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi has announced plans for a major expansion of the Gautrain system, extending routes to Soweto, Fourways, Roodepoort and Mamelodi, among others. Now, the high-tech rail project seeks to connect the province more comprehensively, with studies also exploring links to smart cities like Lanseria and Seribeng region in the Vaal. The initiative forms part of the provincial government's broader vision to improve transport accessibility, as well as ensuring that all communities benefit from integrated mobility solutions across Gauteng. In other news in the country, Chief Justice Mandisa Maya has emphasized the importance of balancing judicial independence with accountability during the G20 Constitutional Courts and Supreme Court Summit in Sandton. Now, she stressed the need for mechanisms to promote ethical conduct while addressing concerns over limited administrative control and budgetary constraints. Maya argued that while independence is crucial, it does not exempt the judiciary from scrutiny. The call reflects ongoing debates over ensuring judges and magistrates remain accountable in line with constitutional and legal standards. Taking a look further afield at your international newsmaking headlines, where Ethiopia has launched a campaign to host the 2027 United Nations Climate Change Summit in Addis Ababa, competing against Nigeria's bid for Lagos. Now, the annual conference of parties brings nearly 200 nations together to negotiate global climate action. Ethiopia argues it has the infrastructure, location, and commitment to lead, highlighting its net zero by 2050 goal and ban on non-electric vehicle imports. Now, the African Regional Group must unanimously decide the host, with the chosen nation gaining influence over global climate negotiations. Meanwhile, China's President Xi Jinping seized the spotlight at a military parade in Beijing by welcoming North Korea Kim Jong-un and China's Vladimir Putin alongside him. The event, commemorating victory over Japan in 1945, turned into a display of shifting global alliances as Xi placed the sanctioned leaders prominently at his side. With more than 20 heads of state present, the symbolism underscored China's bid to lead an Eastern coalition and counter U.S. influence, drawing sharp criticism from U.S. President Donald Trump. And closing off by bringing it back home, and Palapala FM is set to light up Limpopo with the Royal Family Gospel Day at the scenic Nandoni Dam Royal Gardens happening on Saturday. Now, this uplifting, family-friendly celebration promises a divine lineup of South Africa's top gospel stars, including the legendary Dr. Rebecca Malope, Taki Ndau, as well as Rufiwa Manyaga, Ella Tisane, and many more. Alongside the soul-stirring music, children can also look forward to face painting, fun games, and entertainment zones, while families enjoy picnic and braai spots under the open sky. Now, with tickets already selling fast, this joyful day of faith, music, and fellowship is one not to miss. So stay tuned to Phala Phala FM for all of your updates. That is where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get into our first bit of sports with Gray.
Thank you so much, my beautiful friend. Let's dive right in with cricket. And again, as I always say, plenty to get excited about as we move into the final stage of the year. Cricket South Africa has named a very strong 15-player squad for the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup in India, starting officially on the 30th of September. So Laura Volvaert, she'll captain the side, featuring Marizanne Kapp, Sine Lewis, Chloe Trion, and Ayabonga Kaka. Then rising star Karabo Meso earns her first senior World Cup call-up. Congratulations. The Proteas open up against a tough foe, England, on the 3rd of October. Just the right kind of test to get us started. Well, speaking of a test, he had a 4-hour test plus last night. Canada's Felix Auger-Aliassime battled past Australia's Alex de Minaur, a fighter bar none, 4-6, 7-6, 7-5, 7-6 to reach the US Open semi-finals for the second time. He was on unbelievable form last night. The 25th seed fired 22 aces and 51 winners, overcoming some early nerves to continue his revival. An incredible performance last night. For de Minaur, it was a 6 quarter-final exit without progressing to the last 4, but I have a feeling his number will come at some point. Just an incredible heart in that young fighter. Now let's get into athletics, and not the kind of news we like to report on. South Africa's teenage sprint sensation Bayanda Walaza is in doubt for next week's World Championships, World Athletics Championships, obviously in Tokyo. That was after suffering that hamstring injury in Zurich. So the 19-year-old, named in South Africa's 49-member squad, pulled up while leading the 100-meter at last month's Diamonds League finale. Athletics South Africa says his participation depends on medical clearance. Following further assessment, we'll certainly watch that space and wish him nothing but the best. Now let's get on to rugby, and a massive moment for an incredible player. Springbok World Cup winner Dion Fourie, who played a massive hand in winning that last World Cup, will captain DHL Western Province in his 100th match. That's when they face off against Boland in Cape Town this coming Saturday. So Province have named a pretty much full-strength Stormers side in preparation for the upcoming URC, with very exciting Siabelo Sanatla back in the mix, Leolin Zas, Ruan Nel, and Evan Roos all starting. That is top tier, and we cannot wait for that. But that is where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines in about an hour or so. Let's see how the weather's looking.
Our Mzansi time has come for us to indeed take a look at what's happening in your weather, and we always want you to be in the know so that you're ready for the day. Firstly, let's hear what the South African Weather Service has to say. They've issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions over central and northern regions of the country. The rest of South Africa can expect hot, windy weather, and of course with morning fog likely in parts of Eastern Cape as well as KZN. Now the forecast highlights heightened risks for wildfires in vulnerable areas, urging vigilance from communities and farmers. Authorities are monitoring conditions closely as temperatures continue to rise, with precautions advised to reduce the threat of damage and loss. We'll keep you up to date with anything else that does come through for that. But right about now, it's time for us to get up to date with what your eyes are seeing this morning. We always ask you, how does your sunrise view look like with the sunrise view of the hour? And a very big thank you to Mark from Pakkelsdorp in George. 20 degrees Celsius is what you can expect this morning, Mark. But this picture, my friend, you have outdone yourself. What do you mean? It looks like it was taken on a camera. It looks like it was drawn by Picasso himself. Absolutely stunning. I love how you literally just see the sun being the Beyonce, even though you can't 100% see it. So well done to you, Mark. And Mzansi, this is just an example of what we're looking for this morning in terms of your sunrise view. Send it through, please, on the WhatsApp line, 063-036-9649. And as I always say, then we get to show the rest of the country. Right about now, though, how do you need to dress? Well, let's show you with the temperatures. Here they are.
We just seem to have breezed straight past spring and got into summer. Some beautiful sunrise pictures. Please keep them coming.
Wow.
That is how you wake up in the morning. Oh my word, if that doesn't fill you with hope and promise and good things to come, I don't know what will. So keep it coming, spread that love and positivity, because we might need it to temper a bit of a tricky conversation. We're talking tax. In the influencer space, I think it's time for a bit of a influencer tax 101. There are so many grey areas.
Yeah.
Lots of trade happening that does have a financial value. How does SARS see that trade happening? Now, we definitely need to do a deep dive there.
I mean, I'm quite excited. It's a new space, an exciting one in
Yeah,
South
man.
Africa, but let's take care of ourselves at the end of the day. And then let's have some fun as well and play a game to find out if you can guess the destination. We've been doing it all week, and this time around, we're going to put Gray to the test and see
I'm on it.
exactly if he knows South Africa.
Got this.
We'll get into it in just a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And yes, we're talking all things feel good today, because we've got to start every single morning saying good morning. And then, of course, asking you a question. This one is all about the influencers.
It's a little bit spicy. So I promise you I'm not crying about this, but I think a lot of people are crying around this time of the year when they deal with the tax issues, the grey areas that they might not be so shored up on. So let's talk about influencers under the economic spotlight at the moment. So I want to put a question to you guys. You can maybe weigh in as well.
All right.
Because we dabble in that space.
do.
Do you think influencers should be taxed or exempt from for the income that they make from content creation? And we hone in on this because there's a lot of trade going in. So we'd love to hear from you, especially if you're a content creator. 063-036-9649. If you've hit any major tax snags, let us know. And if you've got advice, help. Do you see your influencer work as being a career or part of your career? Because I think a lot of us fall victim because it's a little bolt-on.
It's a little thing on the side.
It's a little trade.
You
but
know
it
what?
makes
I've
up
had to
economy.
take it a little bit more seriously and think about it as another form of revenue, a stream of income. Therefore, of course, I need to be taxed on it. But I know for a lot of people, they're starting out influencing. So maybe it's a trade expense
haven't
here
even
and there.
seen money yet.
They haven't even seen money yet. Or money comes once now, and then in 3 months again, it happens again. So how do we regulate this?
The
How do
funny
we
thing
control
is,
it?
when I started in TV, I think I was paid in cologne and branded bags and things like that. For the first 10 MC gigs I did.
Yeah.
The new shoes I walked off the stage in were my
Right.
payment, man. So I can understand why people are confused. It's not actually a new thing. I think all new emerging industries have this grey area. Best we get it shored down. And luckily we've got some experts to help us do that.
Definitely. We're going to head out to Joburg to find out exactly the Influencer 101
Please.
and what counts as income at the end of the day. So Zanele, I know you've got us covered. Please help us along the way.
We do indeed, my beautiful Cape Town family. Thank you so much. And Mzansi, that is the thing. The South African creator economy is no longer just a side note. No, my friend, it's actually where people are making real income, big numbers even. But now, when we're talking about numbers, sometimes it comes in different forms of payment, from freebies to, I don't know, a flight here or there, or whatever it may be, that isn't necessarily just money. So we're getting to the crux of it. What does this mean exactly? And we're getting to understand with two people who are leading us in the right direction in terms of what exactly is going to be happening with the taxman and South African influencers and content creators. So here to help us out, it is Luncedo Mtwentwe, here to explain in plain language how exactly this is all going to work, as well as chartered accountant Hiten Kashav. Everyone, let's give them a beautiful feel-good welcome, please. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
How's it doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm amazing, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I feel like, you know, Graham used the best word. He said it's a grey area for a lot of people at the moment. So this is why I want us to jump right into it. Luncedo, you know, in plain words, what does SARS see as income for creators, particularly those that are getting freebies or even just, you know, nice to haves here and there?
Yeah. I think what is important is to know that, look, the influencer economy is growing, right? And in the next 5 or 10 years, we're expecting over R1 billion in terms of the value they're going to be contributing to the economy.
Wow.
So therefore, it's very important that whoever now that is an influencer understand the rules and the compliances, especially when it comes to SARS. And therefore, it is important that people know that if you are a continuous or regular influencer and you're actually generating income out of it, SARS can look at that as a form of that now you are sort of like trading, you're sort of like you have an enterprise because you are generating an extra income. In terms of our taxation laws, then you have to declare any extra amount of money that you are getting on top of, for instance, of your salary.
Yes.
So therefore, things like, you know, your freebies, the gifts or the flights or the accommodation that is being given to you, that is sort of like an income, however, in kind, even though sometimes it doesn't come via cash.
Yes.
So therefore, you have to provide the market value for all of these gifts that you have received. You declare them to SARS because they are considered that, of course, you did get some value at the end of the day. With that value, there is a price amount in relation to that. So therefore, if you are flying, what is the market value for that flight? If you stay in accommodation, what is the market value for that accommodation that we're given for like a week or two or so? So therefore, it's 10,000 rands value, you know, you declare that in kind. That is part of the income that you have received. So if it's cash, of course, you have to put that cash as well and declare that to the taxman and pay the tax according to the sliding scale that would have generated in that financial year.
Oh, wow. And this for me, I mean, I started hearing this conversation and I was like, I'm not 100% sure what this exactly means. So Hiten, I want to come to you because why is it now that all of a sudden SARS has decided that it is going to be understood that way, where even these non-cash items are going to be understood as income?
Well, I think it's not now. This has always been the case with SARS. But if you look at the trends that are going on in the news, SARS has tightened up on the collection side of things when it comes to revenue itself. And SARS is now also introducing AI into the whole collections process. So whatever bank account in that you may have and things are flowing into it, SARS is now being able to see what's moving in and out of your account. And so you can't hide things very easily at the moment. So it's imperative for entrepreneurs, influencers out there, like Luz mentioned, this economy is going to get to over R1 billion in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yes.
And whatever takes place in that, be compliant, be smart about how you go about it. Register a business on that end so that you can then also claim back expenses. Like Luz said, there's so many things that you have to declare on the income side. But if you're smart about it, the expenses like the lighting, any camera equipment, any usage of personal space, and that can be declared as costs so that you can claim it back.
Yeah. That's incredible. That, you know, at least if we're clued up, then we know how to be able to go about it, right?
Exactly.
But Luncedo, I want to come to you. You know, after each job that, let's say, you know, an influencer does or a creator does, you know, what's the one line a job log note a creator should possibly make so nothing necessarily gets lost when they're really doing their job?
Yeah. So what is important, I always say, you need to treat yourself now as a business, right? Because you are generating income, all right?
Yes.
So you need to have either... There's no official book, all right? If it means you need to have an accounting system, have that.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to say, I spend X amount on traveling.
Yeah.
I spent X amount on a subscription or the softwares and all of that. I spend X amount on getting the camera. So therefore, even if you're using your Excel, but as long you keep your books in order. Because at the end of the day, if SARS decides to audit, you need to provide evidence in form of invoices, in form of all of the expenditures that you have incurred. So therefore, even when you're dealing with brands, you have to start now sending them even invoices yourself to say, I will issue an invoice in relation to this one, because you can be looked at either as a sole proprietor or a provisional taxpayer, where you have to declare this every 6 months. So it's no longer about something that you declare only once a year. And the moment you do that, at least it helps you that you don't have a huge tax bill at the end of the year. Every 6 months you declare because you are considered as a provisional taxpayer. So therefore, just get your house in order. Get your books in order, have your file, have your Excel, or have an accounting system, or get a tax practitioner who can advise to structure that as a business for you.
Incredible. And he said you keep on smiling whenever Lungato is talking. Why are you smiling so much?
I'm laughing at it because Luis is talking about the basic principles that business owners so often sweep under the carpet.
Really?
Compliance, keeping a record of all your information, your invoices and your expenses. Simple basic things. And he's even mentioned, if you don't have an accounting system, Excel, it's a free tool. Use it just to monitor and track. And so many SMEs, entrepreneurs and sole proprietors don't do that. Now, to his point also, on the tax law side, it doesn't mean that if you trade as an individual business or a sole proprietor or a small business, that the tax benefit, you're going to get hit. There's actually benefits to it because the tax laws and the tax tables are designed for small businesses to be beneficial to them. For example, your first million rand is not, or it's taxed at 1%. He's the expert at it. But those are small benefits that so many business people out there don't realize.
Yes. And I mean, you know, when it comes to our influencers and our creators, like we said, the specific industry is growing like rapidly. So this is why they even get international huge jobs. So Hiten, I'm going to ask you, we're going to jump into an advert now, but when we come back, I want to understand exactly what it is they can do when they do get paid from outside sources. And of course, Mzansi, this is where we get to understand a little bit more about this big conversation that is happening at the moment around the tax man and influencers and content creators. It is a brand new industry, but what does it all mean when we talk about where exactly it is going in terms of that? It's all going to be happening, but then we're also going to be jumping on into a little bit of a recipe. You know we love our food here on Expresso. It is a 10-minute chili garlic noodles. Now, I don't know what that 100% means. That's why I'm going to be right here, making sure what is going down there in Cape Town is part of my recipes that I'm adding to mine. Do not go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, and we'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. Always so good to be with you. We are finding out this morning, what does it mean in terms of, SARS pretty much saying to the influencers and content creators that it's time to be compliant. We're finding out how exactly they can stay on the right side of history, on the right side of finances, and so much more. And yes, we've been getting into what exactly it is that they're getting taxed on. And helping us out today, it is Hiten as well as Luncedo. And gentlemen, I had just left us off where I said, a lot of our content creators are lucky enough to work with international brands. So when they do work with an international brand, Hiten, what exactly happens? How are they able to make sure that they are complying when it comes to SARS and tax?
Well, firstly, if you're going to work with international brands, sometimes international brands are going to ask you, do you have a registered entity, or are you acting in your own sole capacity?
Yeah.
Now, in a registered entity's perspective, most international brands are going to ask you for tax clearance certificates. They're going to ask you for company registration documents.
Sure.
And on the tax clearance certificate side, it's important that you're going to have to submit your returns now on SARS itself. And that means either annual returns that you have to declare, sometimes provisional tax needs to be declared. Secondly, if the international brand is paying you from an overseas account,
Okay.
when that payment comes in, it has to get cleared by the Reserve Bank. So there's a BOP form that the Reserve or the international company will have to complete to say that they're paying you. And then that, whether it's a consulting fee or whatever the code that they use, that information is kept on record. Now, if SARS gets hold of that record and you don't declare that correctly, if you're acting in your own capacity, that's a red flag that you'll be caught on. And why I say that is, think about it, as an influencer and a content creator, the lifestyle you're projecting on social media is accessible to everyone.
Facts.
And if you're living a lavish lifestyle on social media and then SARS goes and checks all your returns that you've declared and they don't match, that's going to cause an even bigger alarm bell coming down to your throat to say, hello, we see some things not matching here, we need to audit you. And when it comes to audit, you have to then declare all your information. Alternatively, you have the process of doing what we call a voluntary disclosure procedure on tax. So if you know that you've made a mistake in honesty, you're able to then rectify that mistake through a VDP.
Okay, so not all hope is lost if you find yourself on the wrong side of life. And this is why now, I guess, then we need to always make sure that we're checking where we are. So Luncedo, what is the quickest way to check your current SARS status and also just to spot any obvious mismatches?
Yeah, I think what is important also is that the viewers should not be scared of SARS.
Okay.
So that's number one.
Okay.
And people shouldn't look at SARS as out there to get them. No. All SARS is doing is just to follow and enforce the legislation, right? So number two, the way that taxation laws in South Africa works is that they work on voluntary disclosure basis, right? So people shouldn't be scared or fear that SARS knows everything about them. So all was clear. You declare, then SARS receives what you have declared. Then, of course, they would perform the verification in terms of reasonability basis to say, hold on, you have declared 300,000 rands, but you've made or you've bought a house worth 5 million rands. How does that work? Do you understand? So all of that information can be easily accessible because this is a government agency. They've got access to different agencies they actually work with.
Yes.
So people shouldn't be scared of that.
Yes.
So number two, so in terms of also if you want then to declare, go to e-filing. E-filing is your way to go. SARS has been clear to say, look, they want to be digital as much as they can. You don't have to go to the branch and be standing on the queues and all of that. Everything is easily accessible online. Go www.sars.gov.za. And again, if you're not aware about what you need to do, on that website, there are guides on each and every step of what you need to do. So if you're not sure about what to declare, what to save, and all of those kind of things, the guides are there to really show you even how e-filing in relation to that works. So people must just be open and engage SARS and not be scared that, okay, I'm going to be caught and all of that. Of course, when there's an audit, then that's when they confirm what you've declared, indeed, if it is true. Therefore, if they realize that there's more to it, then that's where the penalties then start
then
to
you'll
kick
get
in,
into
and
trouble.
you get into trouble.
Yes.
So let's create, I think, that that platform or that environment that people shouldn't feel that, government is out there to get their tax money.
It's
all right?
Gabingas
Yep.
that are scared of SARS.
No.
As taxpayers, we're not scared. That's not serious, son. But Iten, I want to come to you, please, because, I want to understand when we talk about a tax jar, how is it that people are able to set it aside and why is it so important, would you say?
Simple principle, cash flow management.
Okay.
Cash flow 101. Understand what comes into your bank account and what goes out of your bank account. That's monthly budgeting expenditure that you got to do in life. And that is done through a simple Excel sheet. You can get a template of Excel and just type in search for a budget template. And all you got to do tracking is what is coming inside, what's coming outside. Principles at a high level that every individual should look at is 50% of your income is generally towards expenditure on a monthly basis. 30% you should be keeping aside for savings purposes, and the 20% is an emergency rescue that you should have. Of that 30%, keep aside 10% of that cash, so you know that you have to settle SARS in future. However, again, going back to the process, if you ensure that you keep all your claims on the expenditure side correctly, you may actually be able to get a refund from SARS. And if you get the right fringe benefits put in place for you, for example, travel allowances and that, when you're traveling and you have that into your expense claims, you'll find that you'll get a rebate from SARS. So it's not all lost that you have to be paying SARS. You just have to be smart about how you structure it.
Yes, amazing. Gentlemen, thank you so much for breaking this down so nicely for us. I'm hoping that our influencers are listening, and thank you so much for being here this morning.
Pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Of course. This is what we love, getting knowledgeable about the things that we might not have known much about, and this is what we get into right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. For now, though, my beautiful Cape Town family, earlier on, we called it a grey area. I think Iten and Lungeto have helped us just to kind of even out what exactly it is we can understand from this, friends. My Graham and my Carissa and you, Grant, are you guys feeling a little bit more clear on it now?
Yep, definitely feeling a lot more clear. Thank you so much to the gents for giving us the information that we need to feel well equipped going forward. Yes, I understood it, so therefore, surely you did as well. For now, though, South Africa is bursting with road trip gems. We know it, we love it. And today we're putting your wanderlust to the test with a round of where in South Africa?
You're going to do the hands like that. Where in South Africa? We're going to drop 3 clues, and maybe you can crack the destination. Maybe one of the sharpest minds we know. Grant, you always shake your head when I pump you up like that, dude. Come on,
I just think the expectation is so high.
Just the truth.
I love putting that on you. Dude, you do travel a lot as well for work, albeit all over the world. South Africa, though, it's special, right?
Yes, of course. And we have such a diverse landscape as well. So it's really hard when you play these GeoGuessr type games because it could be anywhere.
Yeah, and look, we were sold by 2 oceans yesterday. We were like, oh, which...
Cape Point, Cape Agulhas, we got there eventually. What was your last travel destination?
My local travel destination?
Yeah.
Where did I go? I went somewhere recently. Actually, I went to Cape Point.
Oh, see.
Well, there you go.
Because I wanted to see all that bioluminescent stuff in the water. I didn't make it, but it was a cool trip.
I'm so
and
glad.
at least you understood what bioluminescence is because of your big brain, dude. Just take it, okay?
I watch documentaries, man.
Okay, can we test your big brain right now?
Please.
Okay, here's the
tiny,
first clue. No, here's the first clue. I'm famous for my lagoon and 2 giant sandstone cliffs called the Heads.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Neisner.
Is it?
Neisner Heads, yeah.
Really?
Maybe. Well, look, I can see you're struggling, so I'm going to give you another clue. I can see your tiny brain is struggling. Every year, I host and I say I as the area, host a festival that celebrates my most delicious local delicacy. Look at that. What are they?
Those are oysters.
Yes, they are.
You don't eat them? You eat them?
No, I don't eat oysters.
Oh,
no,
I love oysters.
no.
They're so delicious.
I have, but when I did eat them, I have actually...
You had an experience.
At this
At
town.
Place.
Mysterious
This
place.
mysterious place that I was supposed to
Okay, well, let me see if I can clear it up. You'll find me along the famous garden routes.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sedgefield.
Could
No,
be.
no,
Tsitsikama. No, it's not.
no. The Garden
No, it's
of
not.
Eden.
Just about. It can...
Neisner!
It is.
Yeah! I got it.
You can drop your guesses if we haven't given it away in the comment section on the Expresso social pages, and we can't wait to see if you're right. I've been there so many times. I found out, well, Linz was traveling with me when we found out that she was pregnant with Jack
Wow.
in this specific place. And of course, we went to go and have bubbles and oysters in a boat in between the Neisner heads.
And you
Linz
can't
was
have
just
any of them, yeah.
bobbing along with us. And I can just remember the crew looking at us going, what's wrong with this picture, man? Why are you guys not? And I'm big on solidarity with her during those times. I'm like, no, who wants really expensive champagne and oysters, guys? Come on. But I love the place. If you're going to drive anywhere, if you're going to take a road trip,
That's right.
garden route to that
And
destination.
the hill climb is there.
Beautiful. I'm
Been
yet to do that.
Yeah, I've been
Very
to the
exciting.
Smyrna Hill Climb. It's really cool.
It's massive. Now, every angle, you've got the natural history, you've got the unbelievable narrative with the elephants and their history and what's happened within those forests.
In matric, we had to read that book, and it was
Grunge en 'n
brilliant.
Bos.
Ooh, the Afrikaanse een.
Almal het dit in Afrikaans gelees.
Dit was baie goed.
Setwerk. What do you say? Setwerk, come on. Use your brain, Grant.
What was
That's
the
the
book?
part you forgot.
was
at
the book?
bottom of your
Meneer
brain.
Enrico. Ooh, the eyes are rolling.
Meneer Enrico.
Oh, no, shame. He was a very
Banderas.
long-suffering
No.
Afrikaans teacher. Imagine trying to teach me Afrikaans. And I can just remember the Graham.
Ach, Graham. Okay, right.
I love you. All of my Afrikaans teachers, I love and appreciate you for everything that you've given us. But yes, Grunge en 'n Bos is a great clue as well. So hopefully we've
Exactly.
given it away by now, please.
Now imagine fueling up and setting off to magical destinations like this, the one that's so mysterious. Because with Shell, I mean, you really could.
So here's how you do it. If you spend 750 Rand or more at Shell, bearing in mind petrol has come down a few cents, and that's just 3 times a month, and you tap or scan your V Plus rewards card between now and the 31st of October. If you do that, you could win one of 5 once-in-a-lifetime road trip and track experiences for 2 hours. I wish we could tell you more. This is kind of like that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, especially if you're a petrol head. And why? Because, well, it's the ultimate petrol heads, powered by Shell V Power. They are ready to set us on our way for our next big road trip, man.
And T's and C's, of course, apply, but get to entering. Make sure you fuel on up, and then you could too be setting sail somewhere absolutely beautiful. But Grant, you're not only here to talk about travel destinations.
No.
In just a bit, we get into...
We get into some tech that's trending tech that's happening in South Africa, stuff that we need to know,
that.
and we're gonna cook some chili noodles.
Yeah,
which
the
I'm
vegans in
very,
the house.
I'm very excited. I love a chili noodle.
How do you feel about garlic, though?
I love garlic. What are you talking about?
I'm going to give you
am I a
so
vampire?
much garlic. We're
Are
going to
you?
see how much garlic Grant can eat after this. We'll see you now.
You can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, he looks like a lovely guy. Oh, and we are back with one other amazing, lovely guy. Time to plug in and power up with our gaming and tech guru, Grant Hines. And yes, good friend, as you can tell from the banter. From the latest gadgets to the biggest gaming updates, he is here to keep us ahead of the curve with everything making waves in the world of tech. And that's difficult now because it feels like the wave is breaking around us on the tech front, on the digital front, the connectedness front in a whole different way, buddy. So really, really chuffed. But we were joking just now about three-prong plugs and the pain therein if you stand on one or possibly even drive over one, which I did yesterday.
They're not Lego, you know what I mean? Like,
They will take you down, but we are taking them down. What is going on there? This is quite a big thing, dude.
It is a huge thing. It's something that's finally happening because they've been talking about it since like 2016. But we have our South African standard three-prong plug. The whole world was actually going to adopt this plug.
I was going to ask, are we different or the same as everyone else in that regard?
We're different. You get
Typical.
the UK ones, which are also three-prong, but they got like straight lines, and then the US ones, which are three-prong, but smaller. But what we've done, and I think it's brilliant, we're going to officially have the best plug in the world. So it's going to be a hexagonal plug with the like our two-prong plugs, but with the three-prong built into it. And so there's other benefits to this. So your wall plugs that you might see them now. It's been law since 2016 to include them in your wall plugs. So you might see a two-prong builder with a third one. You're like, what's going on?
What is happening there?
It's there to replace those big three prongs, so that you can fit more onto a wall socket without like a weird thing.
And bolting one onto another onto another. Yeah.
They are safer because they've got smaller holes, so kids can't put their fingers into them.
You see.
Right? It's about time that we're going there.
And should we worry about this if we're in a tech space and we're managing a lot of equipment? If we do lean on a lot of daily kind of equipment like that, do we need to be worried?
No, not at all. Not at all. The South African Bureau of Standards have actually put out something that they are very aware that there's a slow adoption right now. They think only in 10, 20 years will we have complete adoption of this standard. But now we're getting a whole bunch of smaller appliances like hair dryers.
Oh, it's going to happen a lot quicker, I think. Everything moves fast
so
now.
Too. But a lot of the big appliances like fridges and microwaves will still have those old plug sets on them. I want to see how many households actually like opt in to change your plugs. You know, my dad in the past used to always take an amplifier and change the plug to a three-prong plug, all that stuff. I want to see how many households start doing that because it saves space on the wall. And it's just such a cool use.
I'm going to buy you an infrared gun now for your house. You can start seeing where difference in temperatures and walls and plug sockets
I love
and
that
things.
stuff.
I know. I'm just looking at you. I think you and I will benefit from the same
now?
thing. Okay, so that's things speeding up. Other areas are slowing down when it comes to tech, and we're going to talk about smartphones specifically, the usage thereof. I think people are starting to understand in the wrong hands, it's kind of like a gun. It is one of the most damaging things out there, but also one of the most amazing tools that we have. But we have to regulate. Japan, in their way, showing their kind of karmic balance in the world, seem to be approaching it in the right way.
Yeah, so there's a town in Japan that is trying to implement this. It's a town of a small population, so it's only like, it's in the tens of thousands. But the proposal is going to be that there are, everyone's locked into only 2 hours of smartphone use a day. And that's met with two different kinds of people. You're probably watching this at home and have a very strong opinion yourself.
One way or the other, for
You go like, yes, that's a brilliant idea. Or you're thinking, no, they're taking away all my rights.
And I think parents and teens will probably be on two sides of that equation, yeah.
Exactly. So the cool thing about this mandate that they have over there is that it won't be enforced. It will kind of be legislated but not enforced. They seem to have a lot of laws like that in Japan where it's like, this is what the state recommends and what the culture should be.
I was going to say, it's a cultural exercise. Right. And there, I think culture lives in a slightly different way.
Yes.
And I would love to see culture being adopted here in that way, feeding off models that are pre-existing, but give people the choice and inspire them to make the right choice. Don't force them to make a choice outside of
and I think in South Africa it's very different. It's like, the government can't tell me what to do or what. But the whole idea behind this is not about that. The law law, some of the laws, that some of those mandates there are like, this is stipulate. We really, as a society,
mental
recommend
health,
we do this.
safety of
Let's keep each
young
other in check.
people, and I like that. And it's just another accountability gateway. And I think in the digital space, as we move so fast, we're
Yeah.
going to need more and more of these cultural gateways where, as parents, we can take ownership and share that journey with our children. It's not just tech and us. We've
Yeah.
got to work together.
And I want
absolutely
to
love
know from people at home who are watching the show on social media, do you think
Yeah.
South Africa should adopt this? Because I really want to know, do you think South Africa should have 2 hours of phone usage a day?
Well, it's starting to happen organically. I've given my kids, albeit they're not in that peak zone yet of smartphone use, they don't have access to that, but I think of like online gaming and those sorts of spaces. If given the choice in the right way, my son actually chooses to game a little bit less.
Yes.
But it's taken a bit of hard work to get to that point,
Yes.
so he has the agency to make that choice. So before we get sidetracked, I love the fact that there are examples of this. I've recently had to redo IDs, redo passports. It's been a bit of a process. It feels like things are getting better with the digital influence, but we can take it further, I think.
Yeah, so what's been happening, obviously, Home Affairs in South Africa has put the passports and IDs applications inside a bunch of banks. I think there are only 30 branches right now that
It's
have...
broadened the circle, guys.
It's really cool. The next step is that they've got a whole bunch of banks to do it through an app, so through the banking app. So
Facial recognition, boom, done.
So there is some protocols and API that they have launched, Home Affairs have put together. They're actually having a presentation, I think 2 presentations in Stellenbosch and in town in the near future, where all the banks are invited to come and have a look and see how they can integrate these services into the banking apps.
Brilliant.
Which I know maybe is not such a huge income driver for the bank, but I know South Africans are going to ask, hey, why doesn't my bank not allow me to?
Yeah, it's going to
get
become
my-
a competitive edge. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
to
love
get
it.
my passport and my ID. I mean, there's a mixed bag here, right? It's like we're handing over a bunch of really important functions, state
and-
functions,
yeah, and
over
data,
to private
yeah.
business. So if they fall, the state falls too. So we've got to be
sure.
very careful about how we integrate this kind of stuff in society. But like, I think it's cool that it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's always murky water, and at least we are aware of what's going on, and we're talking about it now. It's not just a system that's being given to us, and we must just follow suit. So ask the questions, go into your bank and find out what they are doing in that space. One last thing, Starlink. Is it a non-starter in South Africa? Has it even featured here?
No, a lot of people do use Starlink, albeit illegally now, but there is a competitor that is coming through to South Africa. It's called Space 42. It's a Middle Eastern, a Saudi competitor, and they are basically going to enter Africa to beat, well, the whole attempt is to beat Starlink at their own game. And one of the ways they're doing that is by mapping our roads with their satellites as well, and providing a whole new road ecosystem through their mapping, which is going to be interesting. And I really want to see, I haven't heard of a competitor to Starlink until now, and now them wooing us as a continent. Hey,
I think now is the right time. I think you're going to see a lot of the major players in the tech space. We can see it in energy, certainly a lot of people focusing on us being the gateway of development. Why? Because it's true. Things are popping off on this continent, and tech, I think, very much holds the key. You, my friend, hold the garlic. Not yet. We're going to see how much garlic we can squeeze into one human being right now. No, we've got a beautiful meat-free dish on the way, and you, my friend, have to go and cook. So on your way, and hopefully you guys are feeling inspired about tech. If you feel strongly, especially about cell phones and the use of that kind of tech when it comes to your kids, let's talk about it. If anything has got you talking, your community, your school group talking right now, we want to hear about it so we can bring in experts like that to disseminate. But right now, I am starving, and yes, garlic is being served with a little bit of chili.
That's right, garlic is being served. But before we even get into it, we definitely have to wash our hands to make sure that we are ready to crave and deliciously get into something spicy, slurpy, and seriously satisfying without spending hours in the kitchen. Now, this is a 10-minute garlic chili noodles recipe, and it really has the internet obsessed right now. And we're about to try it with our friend Grant over here. But we have to decide, is it a success or a hot mess? So this is how you make it, Grant. Grant.
You can't fail. You actually can't fail.
You
with
can't
this.
fail? You've done this before,
No,
right?
I'm looking at these ingredients. You know it's going to taste good no matter how you make it.
Okay, I love this because when you have spring onions, garlic, chili, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I've never done this trick before, but I've seen it all over social media where you pour the hot oil onto.
Okay, then you
the
show me.
ingredients.
Actually, yeah. Show
Okay,
me
I'm going to show you. So, what's your spice tolerance like?
It's pretty good, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
so
give it
all
to
of
me.
these.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go in with it. I'll make you do the taste test. We've got some black sesame seeds. As
Underrated,
well
by the
as
way.
The black ones. They
Oh,
taste
it's so
different.
good, yeah.
Okay, we've got
Toasted.
some spring onions and garlic. I love garlic.
I can smell it from here.
You can smell it, hey? We're going to come in with a little bit of sweetness with the sugar, and then, of course, the umami with the soy sauce.
And you can grow your own spring onions at home, guys, as well.
Wow. Do you? Or are you just
Yeah,
saying
no, we
that you
do,
can?
we do. No, we do.
I feel like you've got quite a luscious garden. Do you have
No,
a
no.
beautiful garden?
We've got some lettuce going, so yeah.
That's beautiful, Grant. Like very
Spinach
normal lettuce or butter
the
lettuce.
Red lettuce.
Red
and-
lettuce.
And, which is quite hardy, and spinach as well.
I love this for you guys because you are a meat-free household.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, your kid, your wife, yourself.
Well, myself and Jamie, yeah.
Okay, cool. This looks good already. Honestly, I'd put a straw in it and drink it. But we're gonna heat up the oil now.
No.
Okay,
That's not the
Oh,
way.
sorry.
I was like,
My
this
bad.
could go wrong in many ways now.
We went wrong. We went left. We're gonna take our hot oil and then basically just pour it on the top, and it should make like a sizzling sound. If I'm
So
not
you do this with
mistaken.
curries as well.
Oh.
Just to top your curry.
Ooh, sizzle, sizzle. It could have sizzled just a little bit more, but that
Yeah,
was
I don't
great.
think it's the oil was hot enough.
No?
Is that right?
You tell me. This is yours.
The TikTok.
It looked a
What
bit
happened on
different.
TikTok?
Looked a little bit different there. We're gonna stir it anyway. Use a neutral oil because it's got a high burning point. So make sure that you integrate it really nicely.
And don't mix
Personally-
your oils.
Don't mix your oils. Personally, I might have added too much oil, but that's okay because it's all going to be combined in our delicious egg noodles. Ooh, the sugar's at the bottom. I'm going to stir that out as well.
Yeah, I think we should have made it. But it was my fault. I think I turned down the heat.
If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen, Grant Hines. Okay, you mix that together.
Okay, cool.
Oh, good.
It smells amazing though.
Do you cook a lot at home?
I do.
Like, who's
I love
the
cooking.
designated chef? Is it you?
I cook most of the time.
Nice.
Yeah,
and what's
I'm-
your go-to?
Oh, I like a dal. I love a dal.
I love dal so
Dal is one of
much.
the most underrated foods, and the ways you can make it with different kinds of veg stock or different kinds of stock is just amazing.
Do you use
ready,
red
Sam?
lentils?
Yeah, red lentils mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want you to go first.
Oh, must I
Are you
taste
do you
it?
want to do chopsticks or
Wait, you've
forks?
got to first decorate it.
Oh!
We've got a decorating station. We've got some
Is this
delicious
coriander?
spring onion. Oh, do you eat coriander?
Yeah, I do,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Because Raul and Graham.
They don't eat coriander.
Come on.
That's
they
a
need-
genetic thing, apparently.
I was going to say they need to grow up, but maybe it's just their body. You've got to throw the chopstick. That's part of the recipe. Okay. Anyway, 5-second rule. I'm scared. It looks very spicy. Let's try it out.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. Is this my breakfast?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I'll tell you, you can't go wrong.
That is so yummy. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. Wow.
The sugar.
Is that what it is?
The sugar makes such a difference.
But it's like savory enough as well.
I think when a lot of people see this,
Wow.
they see that bowl of soy sauce and they think, oh, this is going to be hectic. It's really the sugar and the salt and the garlic.
spice.
Everything is just like holding hands.
They're holding hands. Let's go on the count of 3. Is it a mess or a success?
Huge success.
2, 1.
Success!
Success, baby! Oh, that was delicious.
Sorry, I'm having more.
Please have the whole bowl. This is all for you. There's a QR code on your screen right now. Do not miss out. I know it doesn't have meat in it, but you don't miss it. It is so delicious, so good. I mean, look at him enjoying it. 10 out of 10, Grant. 12 out of 10, in fact.
I'm making this for supper tonight.
This is your supper. You can take this with you. So incredibly good. ExpressoShow.com is where you get it. It's got garlic. It's got chili. It's got noodles. It's so easy to make. 10 minutes, and then everybody is satisfied and served. So get on it, Expresso fam, and we'll see you straight after this. I'm going to give you another little bit. Yum.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We are reveling in having good friends, good food, and yes, a great question to tackle this morning. Welcome back and good morning. If you haven't heard it already, someone's morning's pretty good, hey? Ticking all the boxes.
I can't believe it. I'm having this for supper. I'm having this for lunch, dinner, and supper.
Yeah, well, you can go onto our website, expressoshow.com, and you can download the recipe and you can cook along. Absolutely love that. But, Buddy, we wanted to get your perspective on this because this is a beautiful new area. I love seeing new kind of lanes emerging in the career space. But it does beg the question, influencers under the economic spotlight at the moment, but do you think influencers should be taxed or exempted from income that they make with content creation? Obviously, we've done a bit of a deep dive since putting this out there, but it is a grey area, right?
No, I think it's pretty black and white. We should be getting taxed. And I say this as somebody who is an influencer. And there's two reasons why. We are generating an income, right? And we have lives with that money. And it's a legitimate job. So that's the second thing.
Because it works both ways. It's not just about saving money on tax. It's about the infrastructure that gets built around that financial ecosystem.
Right. It shows that you are serious about, it shows that the government is serious about your career and that your job is established.
Relevance, yeah, for sure.
And also, there are a lot of people that come into the scene, they don't do the research, they don't know how tax works, they don't get accountants, and they try to build a business without all of those
building blocks, if you will. Yeah.
That's scaffolding. And because of that, they often get in and out of the scene very quickly. Or it just doesn't prep them for the future.
Career before it's gotten going.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, let's see how you guys are feeling about it. Nama Bana. Nama, thank you so much for being such a positive contributor all the time. And I like the positioning. Yeah, this is a complex issue as influencers bring in a lot of revenue and jobs. But like any profession, they should contribute to the system through taxes. What do you think? I agree. I think the grey area, and I was joking about this being a part of the TV industry when I started as well. You did so much on trade, but there was always an estimated financial value to that. At some point, the books have to be balanced. Let's see what Varsha has to say. It depends on the amount. So perhaps 1 month they'll be exempt and another month they're contributing. If they're allowed to write equipment, etc., off as business expenses, then they should be contributing to tax.
Definitely.
And I think often a lot of these things from client side might look different from a tax perspective. So it forces both sides of the industry to make sure they've got themselves sorted. Tisha saying, no, some of them really need the income. It's a complex issue. They, with many factors to consider, including the impact on small-scale creators and the role of influencers in modern marketing. And herein lies the real opportunity for me. Because I've been expanding my basket of services in the influencer space, and actually I'm a micro-influencer, and I'm a momfluencer, okay? And I love it. I love the fact that I can have that represented. I've set up a company. I am benefiting from the tax laws that support small to medium businesses in their first year of growth. We've got about 1 million that we can play with in that space, and that's inspired me to do 100 times more work, business, apply myself to a long-term vision. So it hasn't been restrictive in any way. In fact, taking that mindset has opened it up. I love that. Lebogang saying they should be taxed. Claire, retail employees are taxed for few rands and influencers with thousands living high without any harassment from the tax man. Lebogang, I love that. And I would imagine because there are some influencers in South Africa making some real tom.
So there's another thing that's going to come out of this is that if we are visibly being taxed and we know that we're contributing to the industry, our clients will then fund that as well, because the people that actually are benefiting from not filing the taxes are the clients who are underpaying those influencers.
For sure.
And when they start going, you cannot underpay an influencer because the cost of production is so high and we have to contribute a huge percentage of that to tax, they will have to meet us where
Well, they're going to have to change the system that supports influencers, and especially during that critical first phase of their journey. I love this. I'm seeing so many positive opportunities for the small businesses, the lifeblood of South Africa, but you can weigh in. Keep it coming, 0630369649. How are you feeling about the influencer space? Let's get into some real news.
Well, thank you for that great conversation, gents. We can also touch base with it on our social media to continue that going. But now, though, let's get into your national news headlines, where the National Youth Development Agency has partnered with the National Student Financial Aid Scheme, and that is to expand education and development opportunities across South Africa. Now, this agreement, signed through a memorandum of understanding, focuses on decentralized access, bridging the digital divide, expanding pathways, and solving student accommodation. Now, with rural youth often lacking a matric and facing inequality, the collaboration aims to combine resources and redirect them to higher learning institutions, reflecting the National Youth Development Agency's board's commitment to inclusivity as well as equitable access. In other news in South Africa, Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi has announced plans for a major expansion of the Gautrain system, extending routes to Soweto, Fourways, Roodepoort and Mamelodi, among others. Now, the high-tech rail project seeks to connect the province more comprehensively, with studies also exploring links to smart cities like Lanseria and the Sedibeng region in the Vaal. The initiative forms part of the provincial government's broader vision to improve the transport accessibility and ensure that all communities benefit from integrated mobility solutions across Gauteng. Now let's take a look further afield into Israeli forces who have intensified attacks on Gaza City's outskirts as preparations for a ground offensive advance. Now, hospitals reported more than 30 Palestinians killed yesterday, mostly women and children. Aid agencies warned of worsening humanitarian consequences for displaced families already facing famine. Now, the military vowed to continue targeting Hamas strongholds until hostages are released. Meanwhile, Israeli protesters staged a day of urging the government to agree to a deal for the release of all remaining hostages in Gaza. In news on the continent, Ethiopia has launched a campaign to host the 2027 United Nations Climate Change Summit in Addis Ababa, competing against Nigeria's bid for Lagos. Now, the annual conference of parties brings nearly 200 nations together to negotiate global climate action. Ethiopia argues it has the infrastructure, location and commitment to lead, highlighting its net zero by 2050 goal, as well as a ban on non-electrical vehicle imports. The African Regional Group must unanimously decide the host, with the chosen nation gaining influence over global climate negotiations. Now let's close up your 7 o'clock news here, where Blue, a leopard tortoise with a story as unusual as his name, was rescued in Limpopo after a while ago wandering away from a Sangoma's yard where he had been painted blue, likely for identification. Now, the bright coating looking flashy, but blocked his shell from soaking up the sunlight as well as moisture, leaving him in danger. Luckily, Wild Heart Wildlife Foundation stepped in, gently scrubbing away the paint with a safe organic solution. Now, Blue is on a slow but steady journey back to health. Now, with every careful step, he's becoming a symbol of resilience, proving that even shelled wanderers can shine again when kindness leads the way. We absolutely love that for Blue, and we wish him well on his journey of recovery. That's where we leave your news for now. Let's get into some more sports with Graham.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's dive right in with cricketing news. And as I always say, let's get excited about this one. Cricket South Africa has named a very strong 15-player squad for the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup in India. And that starts officially on the 30th of September. So Laura Wolvaardt will captain a side featuring the great Marizanne Kapp, Sunay Lewis, Chloe Trion and Ayabonga Kaka. Then rising star Karabo Meso earns her first senior World Cup call-up. Congratulations. The Proteas have a tough draw, though. They open up against England on the 3rd of October. But I think for these girls, just the right kind of test. Now, he had a 4-hour test last night and produced one of the best performances of his career, I think. Let's turn to tennis. And Canada's Felix Auger-Aliassime battling past Australia's fighting spirit of Alex de Minaur 4-6, 7-6, 7-5, 7-6 to reach the US Open semi-finals now for the second time. So the 25th seed fired an incredible 22 aces and 51 winners, overcoming some early nerves to continue his incredible revival. For de Minaur, heartbreak. It was his 6th quarter-final exit without progressing to the last 4. But looking at the heart in this young fighter, I think we're going to see him crack that code soon. Now we get on to athletics, and the worst kind of news to report on. South Africa's teenage sprint sensation Bayanda Walaza is in doubt for next week's World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. That was after suffering a hamstring injury in Zurich. The 19-year-old, named in South Africa's very strong 49-member squad, pulled up while leading the 100-meter at last month's Diamond League finale. Athletics South Africa says his participation depends on medical clearance following further assessment. The timing was perfect for this young sprinter. Let's hope they can bring him back on track, literally. Now, this is a massive moment in South African sport, but in particular for one of our stalwarts. Springbok World Cup winner Deon Fourie will captain the DHL Western Province team in his 100th match. And that's when they face their old foes, Boland, in Cape Town this coming Saturday. So Province have named, well, pretty much a full-strength Stormers side as preparation for the upcoming URC kicks in, with this name making me very excited. Siabelo Sanatla back in the mix, Leolin Zas, Roanel and Evan Rus all starting. A couple of Bok call-ups there, I think, in the offing, but we cannot wait for him to have that moment. So, Deon, congratulations. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. Let's see if the roads are waking up.
The roads are indeed alive with possibilities. Thank you, Graham. And let's start off in KZN, Mzansi. Westville, there's a stationary vehicle on the N3 southbound after the ramp towards Eabia Klute interchange. The left lane is closed, so do exercise caution when passing by over there, please. Then in the mother city, minor delays are expected along the M5 northbound at the N2 inbound ramp due to congestion. Please maintain a safe following distance if you are using the affected route. And please, as always, stay safe while driving and arrive alive. For now, though, let's take a look at what's happening with your weather. The South African Weather Service has let us know as a nation that it is going to be very, very hot. They have told us that they've issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions over central and northern regions of the country. The rest of South Africa can expect hot, windy weather with morning fog likely in parts of Eastern Cape and KZN. The forecast highlights heightened risks for wildfires in vulnerable areas, urging vigilance from communities and farmers. Authorities are monitoring conditions closely as temperatures continue to rise, with precautions advised to reduce the threat of damage and loss. As I said earlier, we'll keep you up to date with anything else you may need to know over there. But let's jump on into one of my favorite parts of the show. It is the sunrise view of the hour. I like to call it your country duty, if you will. This is where you come and bless us with what it is you're waking up to. And this morning, it is a very big shout out to Heather from Bryanston, just down the road from us, Heather. Oh my goodness. We can expect absolutely lovely things today in terms of the weather. However, this is so gorgeous, Heather. I don't know how you got this. I don't see this when I look out my window. Like I said, you're down the road. However, I love what is happening over here. It is a sunrise view of note, and a very big well done to you, Heather. And Mzansi, like I always say, this is an example for you. We want to see yours as well on 063-036-9649. Please do come through on the WhatsApp line. For now, let's take a look at your weather in terms of your temperatures.
That beautiful sunrise view tempered by an even more beautiful view in studio. We are buzzing. We have got a superstar in the house. Ruth Kadiri, welcome to your Feel Good studio. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
We should give a true South African welcome. Graham, take it away.
I'm not going to terrify her before she's even started on to me.
Welcome to Cape Town.
Sabulani.
She's got
Exactly.
it down. I want to get into over 100 films being made. That alone is just mind-blowing. But she represents, I think, an entire industry. Well, she embodies it. And I want to get into that magic after this.
Oh, I can't wait. All that Nollywood magic coming your way soon.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is indeed your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. And thank you for sharing your morning with us, because right now we are joined by inspiration personified. The incredible Ruth Kadiri is with us right now, a true force in Nollywood. And now she's in South Africa. Both in front and behind the camera, she truly shines. Now, she's an award-winning actress, a screenwriter, and film producer whose impact on the industry has been nothing short of remarkable. With over 4.6 million subscribers and more than 742 million views across her English and also French YouTube channels, she's built a global audience. Oui, baby. And just this August, Nairametrics ranked her as Nollywood's #1 YouTube filmmaker. So I think she deserves a feel-good Expresso welcome. Come on. Welcome, Ruth, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you
Good
look so
morning.
gorgeous, and I know that it's not just about her being beautiful, but also your contribution to the industry of Nollywood and inspiring the rest of the continent and beyond has really been incredible. So let's talk about your journey. You know, your debut into the world was 2009 in terms of acting.
Yeah.
I really wonder if there was a time along the way, because now we're in 2025, a moment even that really confirmed that this is exactly where you're supposed to be. If you can recall any of that.
Yeah, I've had lots of such moments.
Yeah.
Actually, I started behind the scene, yes, as a writer, a screenwriter. So there I evolved into production and then acting by the side. So for every step that I have taken, I keep getting things and experiences that make me realize that this is where I want to be. My passion is beyond being on screen. It's deeper than that.
That's beautiful to see. I mean, right now we have a little snippet of what the Queen is all about. I mean, come on now. And I mean, in all the years behind the camera, in front of the camera, looking gorgeous, are there lessons that the early on stages really informed your career that you still carry with you to this day?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, as a female filmmaker, it's not always easy to get accepted into a world that is very dominated by men at that time.
That's right.
So you have to show that you're extra smart, you can get the job done, and that you've got something to offer. But right now, these factors have changed greatly. A lot of women are dominating the industry, and I'm happy that there's a balance in scale.
Yeah.
But at that time, it wasn't like that. You had to prove. You had a lot to prove
At every corner.
at every single step of the way.
And I love the fact that you said, you know what, unapologetically, I'm here to stay.
Yes.
Because you could have taken that challenge and stepped away.
I know.
But you took it on.
Yeah.
And it's been good.
It's been, personally, I am not somebody that usually cowers down or backs out or, you know, shuts down and just pulls out. No, I'm not.
You say challenge accepted.
Yeah, it's okay. We're good.
I love to see it, because we wouldn't have the Ruth that we have right now sitting on our couch. I'm really curious about your motivation behind moving from behind the scenes to in front of the camera, because a lot of people choose one or the other, but you are multiply skilled. So what was that motivation behind that move?
Okay, so there are different hats. I realized that I've got a fan base on both ends.
Yeah.
And also, aside the fact that I also feature in my productions, I also get a lot of external productions, you know, casting me for their job. So I deserve it. So I'm doing it because I know that I have a place, I deserve it, and that is it.
Was it a tough transition, moving from writing to...
It's always been side by side.
Yeah.
Most times when I do screenplays, there'll be 1 or 2 roles that, oh, you know what, come do this one for us. So that's how we started.
Nice.
Yes, and then it transitioned into growing into the craft and getting better at it.
I love the fact that you've got such an open spirit. So like you said, you never cower.
Yeah.
You said, okay, here's an opportunity. Let me take it on with both hands. And now the incredible success that you're enjoying is so beautiful. And as a fellow woman, as a fellow African woman, it's so great to be able to see this, enjoy it, and say, you know what? Yes, your channel is hugely successful, boasting over 4.6 million subscribers. And like I said earlier, a staggering 742 million views across both channels, English and French, right? Yeah. So, I mean, what are some of those challenges that you even face to this day? Because we spoke about the old ones, it being quite male dominated. What sort of challenges are you facing now in the industry in Nigeria?
Right now in Nollywood, we have come to be greatly accepted.
Yep.
When I started, we started the platform, I think about 4 years ago. At that time, the industry was, we had the mainstream media, and that was the type of production that people were familiar with.
Right.
I wasn't sure that we were going to get accepted. So at that time, there was a bit of acceptance struggle, but we've passed that.
Of
The
course.
world is changing. There's technology advancement, and
Yes.
everybody is starting to understand that digital media has come to stay.
Oh my goodness, she said it, and you better be listening. It is here to stay. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the projects you're currently working on, or even looking forward. What does the rest of 2025 hold for you?
It's almost here. We have something for Christmas for our viewers. We have a couple of collaborations that we'll be having here in Cape Town.
Yes.
By the way, we had one already sometime in January. It was a collaboration between a South African production company and Ruth Kadiri 247. And these productions took place here in Cape Town. So we're looking greatly at collaborations. We're looking at expanding and a couple of films that are also not just coming out on our platform, but on other external digital platforms as well.
Yes. Okay, so people can keep up to date just watching your social media, watching your
Yes.
YouTube channel, and constantly being fed entertainment. I can't wait for them to enjoy. So tell us a little bit more about what brings you to Cape Town right now. Why are you here?
Okay, so I'm here for Fame Week as a speaker.
Nice.
But that is done. A beautiful event and meeting a lot of great minds, creatives as well. Such an exciting couple of days that I have had. Yes.
And Cape Town welcomes you, so come back again. So it was January, September, so I'm anticipating December. You're going to just come through and have some good times. December's a culture in South Africa, so we can't wait to see you again.
I can't
And
wait
thank
to,
you so much, Ruth. Honestly, this has been inspiring, and we wish you nothing but the best for the rest of your journey.
Thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, Ruth Kadiri 247. Keep supporting us. We love you, and thank you all for your love so far.
Oh my gosh, South Africa definitely backs you and loves you.
Yes, yes.
Our Niger girl, I'm telling you, we are here for it. For now, though, that is where we leave her. You can check her out on socials, though. She's not going anywhere. And we're going to head to Joburg to see another beautiful woman. Zanele, what's going on, girl?
Oh, thank you, my beautiful ladies. And I love an inspiring story. You see, Mzansi, this is what it's about. It's about getting you the full experience in the morning. You know, from inspiring stories to you hopefully being inspired to go out and buy your lottery tickets. My friend, every day keep payday when you play hashtag Daily Lotto for an estimated 550,000 Rand jackpot this Thursday. Don't get left behind. It is so easy to get a hold of a ticket. All you do is either get it in store or on nationallottery.co.za. You can also use the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529# for USSD. All the details that I've just told you are on our Expresso show pages on social media, so you can head out and check them out there. However, Panda Push Up Play Daily Lotto for an estimated 550,000 Rand today and stand a chance to win big. I always tell you, we're always crossing fingers for you, but something I never have to cross fingers for you is the fact that, my friend, you're indeed in the right place. You know, I never have to hope that you're going to be surprised by lovely things on your Feel Good Breakfast show, which is why right about now, my Graham, what can we still look forward to on Expresso this morning?
No surprises, my friend. More delicious food. Yes, we are loving performance this morning. I'm going to get into powerful spoken words in just a moment. The power of poetry, I think, has new relevance now, and I love that. And we're going to plug into an incredible young poet. Then, yes, we are cooking. I'm going to prep our little ribs, believe it or not. Yes, we are making barbecue corn ribs. We are going meat-free on a whole different level. These will be prepped and ready to, I suppose, griddle pan in just a moment. And, of course, you can head over to expressoshow.com and cook along with us. Find that recipe and have a little fun in the kitchen after this. Beautiful.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is true, it is your feel-good breakfast show. And right now we have ticked all the boxes from cooking to entertainment. How about some home improvement? This week on Buco White Box series, we #begin with Buco as the first floor of the homes was cast at Paul Valet with the help of AfriSam.
It's getting real now. It's coming to bear right in front of us. And to keep the work safe and steady, Coastal Hire sponsored the scaffolding that supported the build throughout this vitally important phase. It was also a special day on site with Buco's Lesego Mowahi, who joined us for the first time to see the progress firsthand. And then, of course, Raul catching up with the senior site foreman, Jean Lawrence, on how far the homes have come since episode 1.
Oh my gosh, and they have come away. Another exciting step forward on the road to My Design Rules Season 2. So let's have a look.
My Design Rules White Box exclusive behind the scenes series. Begin with Buco.
Brother, it's so good seeing you again. How are you doing?
Great in yourself, bro.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Obviously seeing your face means we're gonna make magic happen, but more so, how cool is this new spot we got? Paul Valet Lifestyle Estate and Farm. What do you think?
Well, it's season 2. We're doing things clearly bigger and bolder. This is a brand new development. Now that's exciting. We get to literally build the properties from the ground up. As they say, foundation to roof. And this is really, really critical for me because we get to actually show the viewers and people out there how you get to begin with Buco.
Today we are laying all our concrete on the formwork that has been prepped. Basically, we've got AfriSam helping us with their pump and they're supplying us with a 30 MPa mix for the entire slab. Before we cast, we will wash the staging off, all the shutterboards and everything, just to eliminate any dust that's still laying there before we start our cast, and also just helps with the lubrication. Once we strip, then it's a nice smooth finish afterwards. So from AfriSam's side, they do their testing in their plant when they're doing their mixes, and as we're casting, they're also doing cube tests for us, for the engineer, for later on, to test the hardness and the MPa rating of the concrete. And then also they're doing slump tests for us. So from here, we go back into brickwork phase.
John, how are we doing?
It's been a while, eh?
Yo, bro, it really has, and you've clearly been busy, man, because last time I was here, we were just literally looking at a boat and the foundation. Yeah, we have come a long way, eh?
What we've done, we've finished all our ground floor brickwork up to concrete levels, and then we got the staging done, got our floors done this week. Now we're busy prepping, we're doing our setouts on the top, and we're getting ready to go for our lifts for the brickwork on first floor.
Yeah, and any issues along the way?
Just rain. So we got a little wet.
Well, look, it doesn't seem like that halted any progress. And I'm seeing columns, I'm seeing support structures, a lot of what you told me to envision, but now we can see it in real life. Are they literally revealing one of the columns and that off-shutter kind of look?
Yeah, you have to look at it as a negative that we build up and then we pour the concrete column inside of it. It's got all its reinforcing steel, everything inside. And now, once they get that panel off, you'll be able to see this finish that we've got right here behind you.
It looks absolutely beautiful, man. I love that effect. Clearly, work is being done here, man. Gerard, how's it going, man?
Welcome to the Coastal family.
Thank you so much. Well, Gerard, this is really cool to see. I recognize some of the scaffolding from our site, and I realized that this stuff is really important, yeah?
They need scaffolding from foundation to the wall. So they start scaffolding, using it for plastering, for electrical work, and for painting purposes.
Well, Gerard, it's clearly not just scaffolding that you're supplying to some of these big projects, right?
We're doing concrete mixers, rammers, plate compactors, and we do angle grinders for guys. That's normally cutting the steel. We do like belt sanders, jackhammers, breakers for the demolition. We're not only catering for the big guys outside, but for the normal DIYers that's doing everything from home to garden.
I believe it's not just equipment that you're involved in, but you also have a big part to play in the community. Can you tell me more about this initiative?
Yeah, we sponsor to the schools, to the soup kitchens here in Paul. We do sponsoring of rugby jerseys, netball and hockey. We like to get involved with the community.
One thing that I noticed was every time a tool seemed to come in here, one of your staff members would eagerly, with passion, grab it and attentively start working on it. What exactly is going on here?
As soon as the equipment arrives from the site, we check it. Scaffolding needs to be cleaned and check for crack. Our grinders, power tools, petrol machines, we're checking oil, spark plugs, filters, fan outs. So we basically strip the machine from left to right to make sure all the moving parts in the machines are operating properly.
Okay, thank you so much for educating me on this experience to see what the source of all the incredible tools that make impact are and what's putting our site together.
For the people out there, if you need anything from foundation to your roof, even your garden, if you need to mow your lawn on Saturday, Coastal Pal is here to serve you with all our equipment hire needs. If you come here, you're not sure what to do, if you've got a floor to sand, we're giving you advice on sanding wooden floors. We've got the best advice in trying to serve our customers to the most possible way we can.
I know the viewers are always trying to anticipate the entire and finished look. What are we looking at right now?
So what we're seeing now in its rough form is our braai area. We're just going to finish off the braai nicely. And then, of course, here where everyone's busy taking this formwork off, that it would be the lounge area. Now, coming up in about a week or so, we're going to be doing all our glass and aluminum sliding doors and everything.
Whoa, so lots of sun coming in here. You can open up these doors, they stack away, so giving you that open feeling. Man, I can picture myself being here and I feel good. This is incredible, bro.
So once the pool and everything's in, then the contestants get that finisher around. That view is going to be unstoppable.
That's not bad, man, not bad. I love your work.
The My Design Rules properties, I think, are going to be stand out. The guys have got so many different things to choose from in minimal parameters. So as far as I'm concerned, this is definitely going to be the best season so far. Buco is here to be the full project partner in season 2. Hence, we're starting with this white box series. Follow Buco Hardware and Buildware on YouTube. It is incredible content and there's chances to win prizes every week. No matter what project you're working on, no matter whether it's a huge construction build or a small fix or DIY at home, begin your journey with Buco so that you can finish strong.
Oh, things are looking so good right now. And we want you to follow every step of the White Box series on Buco Hardware and Builderware's YouTube channel. Now go behind the scenes of the build as we lead up to My Design Rules Season 2. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a goodie. Now you won't want to miss it, okay? Don't forget to hit subscribe because when you do, you could in fact win a 1,000 Rand Buco voucher. Of course, terms and conditions do apply. But in the interim, go ahead and visit expressoshow.com with hashtag #BeginWithBuco.
And while you decide who wore it best, I am going to just continue to revel in the fact that we have got a cinematic superstar in the house who is heralding in, I think, a new era for African filmmakers. So I'm going to say, Ruth Kadiri, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for opening the spaces around you for other filmmakers. We love you. But we did set the target of trying to find one thing that you can't do, like an absolute master and pro, because it feels like you can do anything. I'm waiting for you to like take the book you wrote out in a second, which I'm sure is loading. Can you cook, Ruth? Not yet is what you're supposed to say.
Not yet.
Don't worry, you're going to fit right in. So the joy of this kitchen is none of us can cook, but we embrace it because we love the culture of cooking. So what we're going to do today is we are going to create our own version of beautiful sweet and sticky ribs that don't contain any ribs.
Okay.
We are going to make little corn riblets, and we're going to fill them with beautiful barbecue flavors that are going to make them just jump off the plate. And we haven't set you the most difficult job. You're going to be mixing our dipping sauce, our drizzling sauce, and I don't think you could mess
Are
this
you
up.
going to be eating it?
We are both going to celebrate in style and eat this. I like the way you put that proviso in immediately. So I'm going to jump right in with the corn, and you can start mixing your ingredients. We've got some beautiful sriracha. We've got a bit of sugar, a bit of salt, a bit of lemon juice, and then we've got our mayo, and you can just mix those together. I know.
Mix.
Just mix in the bowl. I know. Like a film. We bring all the collaborative efforts together into one.
Is someone going to eat it?
Yeah. Why does that make a difference to you?
It does.
Because now it's like a whole different level of expectation that people are actually going to taste it. And yeah, you literally just throw it in the bowl and mix. And I'm going to do the same here. We've got barbecue spice. We have got some paprika. I like a bit of heat. So, Ruth, if I had to serve you a meal right now, the meal that you love the most, the one that makes you feel amazing, maybe it's a familial thing that takes you back to your mama's cooking. Maybe there is that one meal you can remember when you could afford to go out and splash out at the best restaurant in town. What is the best food for you? And now she's feeling her whole country watching and waiting for her answer right now.
Well, so I love jollof rice.
Of course, you have to say that first. I understand that. I understand.
Do I add the sugar in this?
Got all of it. I know.
Oh.
Just with freedom.
Oh, okay.
I'm emancipating you in the kitchen, girl. You can just go for it.
Yeah.
You see, and that's often what cooking requires, is just getting out of your own way and having the confidence to just do it. And albeit we've got amazing chefs. I think Tiff and Oki, who put the stuff together for us today, they really do, well, we steal their thunder at number 99 after they prepared everything. But the lesson I've learned from them is back yourself. If you've got flavors that you love, lean into that and have a little bit of fun. I promise you, the next time you come back, we will have a jollof celebration, okay? We will explore it from every single angle.
Have you had jollof before?
I have, and we've actually made it on the show, and I absolutely adore it. No, I was joking to you off air. For me, culture is explored first through food. And if I can find a street vendor that's lemon juice, bang it all in there. So, and we always try to find balance. We want a little bit of tart, we want a bit of zing, a bit of sweet.
Yeah.
Just like your personality, you know?
Yeah.
All sides must be represented. And now you just mix.
Oh, great. Ooh.
So I can see you are obviously a very critical, deep thinker. Everything that you do, I can see literally the maths calculations going on around your head. Is it like that when you're making film? Do you just let yourself go, or do you feel like you've got to become so hyper detailed? Because it's one thing being a director and just spreading your wings. It's another thing producing and having to pay for every move that makes. How do you approach the process?
You have to find a balance. Because I'm not a director, by the way. I'm the one who spends the money. So I think about everything critically.
And that can be the biggest pressure point, right?
Right. But I handle pressure very well.
Clearly.
I don't look like... I make everything I do look so easy. So I guess that's because I handle pressure well.
Look at that. Hey, check how proud you are of your final product there. And I think you've done brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly for your first foray in the Expresso kitchen. I've combined mine, and it's a beautiful little drizzle. I'm just going to brush the corn here, and this really does look barbecue-y. I know it's going to take a lot to knock an actual rib off its pedestal. But I think often we fall short. When we're cooking with vegetables, we don't lean into the flavors that we like. And then we're like, but it doesn't taste so nice. It's not, just pack it with, I call it a flavor bazooka. Just put as much flavor as you can in there and enjoy it.
Enjoy it,
Okay, there we go. So now I've got to ask you.
That looks good.
I think it looks amazing. Thank you so much for saying that. So clearly you've got a little bit of a motivational side to you. And I would like to, because I think you have made a point of ensuring that especially women around you have space to be able to grow within the industry. I think there is an advantage for South African actors and actresses right now, for directors, filmmakers in the broader scheme of things. How do we embrace that opportunity as African filmmakers right now? What advice do you have for a young woman walking down the same path as you?
Well, I would say go out there and get it. One, that's the first thing I would say.
Just do it.
I would say try and collaborate. I would say don't think about what not, and just get it done, get it started. As you progress, you perfect your craft. That's how. And then stop looking out. I feel like we're enough. We are enough.
We are excellent
as a people, yes. As creatives, we're enough. Do what you have to do with the people that you have around you. Support each other, and then we can all grow together. The sky is big enough to contain each and every one of us.
For sure. And the sky just got bigger as you said that. I love it. And there is something to that. Just do it until it gets done. And then you win. That's how it works. And I think you've got that nature. Thank you so much for representing that.
Thank you.
I know for your own film industry, you mean a huge amount, but hopefully you're starting to understand within the African ecosystem how much we appreciate the mark that you are making. And I'm looking dead into your eyes so that hopefully you take this on board, because you are doing amazing things. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Even your sauce is amazing. Can we get a round of applause? Not just for the sauce, But for the amazing Ruth Kadiri, thank you so much. Good luck with your mission here in South Africa. Good luck with your broader mission for all film. And just keep on rocking in digital spaces. Go and follow her YouTube channel. And you can plug into this genius daily. And, of course, head over to expressoshow.com. And you can cook along with us daily as well. Well done. Very good.
So look, I'm all dazed and amazed because at the moment we've got someone that I am such a huge fan of, and I'm so excited for us to get into it because my amazing friends, we've got Tamron in the building and she's stepping into her truth with letting us in that, hey, we 100% have a new single from her called Never Alone. It's going to be performed by this beautiful queen, so please make sure that you do not go anywhere. But then we're also getting into some trends, right, that are genuinely 100% shaping what African beauty is all about at the moment. And we cannot wait to jump into it with you. So you got to make sure you stick around. We're going to take a short break and we'll see you after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Of course, we're feeling good. We're hanging out with you right here on S3. And oh man, we've been having such a beautiful morning. And we're about to make it even more beautiful with an incredible artist and a lady who is indeed multi-talented. I am talking about Tamron, everyone. And of course, she is the very same lady who has decided that she is taking on the world when it comes to music. And I say that because her brand new track, Never Alone, mixes in Afrobeat sounds along with a pop melody that you will absolutely love. And I cannot wait for you to hear it. But this morning we're celebrating her and all things rebranding along with more music on the way. Everyone, let's give a feel-good welcome. It's Tamron.
Thank you so
My
much for
Tam,
having me.
of course. How are you, gorgeous?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm amazing. All the better for sitting across from
know,
you.
it's so nice.
It is. My beautiful, I want us to jump on into the rebrand, okay?
Yes.
Something that you've done so well, by the way. But you, of course, went by the name Karma Luna before, right? Released music here and there, and now you are Tamron to us as the world. Talk to us about why it is that you decided to go this route.
Well, before when I started Karma Luna, it was more of an ego thing, just like an alter ego, because I didn't feel good enough. And I've gone through quite a bit over the past few years, and I found that I'm good enough, and I wanted to go by my name, the name God gave me and my parents gave me, and just be my authentic self.
That's so beautiful. Literally what we said earlier on, you stepping into your truth.
Exactly.
Which is so amazing.
Yeah.
But of course, this is all about you and, you know, just how your music even might be influenced by that, right? Talk to us. How does the music differ from when you were Karma Luna to now being Tamron?
Well, I think it's a lot lighter and happier, but more hopeful. It's got more messaging that is aligned to my faith and the healing journey I've gone through.
Yes.
My previous content was a little bit more angry or sad. So healing has taken place, so it's definitely reflecting my joy that I think that's the space I'm in now.
Girl, I love this for you. And you are glowing, might I
thank
say.
you.
Darling, and actually it might be those 3 months you spent in Spain.
I mean, it's going to do it. You know, that Spanish sun.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Talk to us about that. What were you doing in Spain? You know, you call them transformative months. What was it exactly that was so transformative and amazing for you?
To be honest, it was the first few weeks of being alone. It was just like me and God, and just having that relationship, getting to know myself, what my purpose is. I mean, Spain is such a beautiful country. There's so much to do. I could gallivant, and I was just exploring. I really got to challenge myself. Like, traveling alone is never easy.
Yeah, 100%.
So you're dealing with big suitcases and all sorts of different transport and different languages. So yeah, it was just a way of me discovering myself, but also knowing that, I mean, I'm never alone. Like, I've got God to, you know, walk alongside me.
Okay, so that's what the song is all about?
Well, it was actually written before.
Okay.
But it definitely was solidified, the meaning, after being there and just learning, just really getting to experience that.
Yeah.
Like, in all of its glory.
I love that. And of course, on this specific track, which drops tomorrow. Yay! Never Alone. And you featured Rhyma on this track. Talk to us just about it, you know, in terms of the story behind the lyrics and everything, but also just where your inspiration for the song came from.
So I was listening to some other Afrobeats tracks, which I love Afrobeats. And then I was just writing down certain things about like healing and how I needed to like really embody the talent that I have and really express that and like take ownership of it. And like I'm so blessed not only to be able to sing, but to be able to have that as an expression. So I just kind of, we started writing in studio, and then when we felt like it was missing something, and then I would work with Rhyma before on other like PR projects that I'd done with him, and he was just perfect. He like turned it around within an hour. I was a bit nervous when it came back so quickly, but it was amazing, and it was just perfect for the track. So
I love that. I think it's because it was so easy. The track was so good, so he was able to add his goodness as well.
Exactly. No, it was really, really cool.
Why was he the perfect person for this track?
I don't know. I think he's Nigerian, so he gets that like true, authentic Nigerian Afrobeat vibe, which I think it needed. And he just, I mean, before on his other tracks, he's got more of a meaningful like element to his writing, so which complemented what we did. And he just, I mean, his harmonies were so good. Like, it was just, it really just came in, and it was just the perfect fit.
Amazing. Well, we are counting down to tomorrow. We cannot wait. But of course, we also need to celebrate you and all your glory and all the beautiful things that you do. So yes, you're a musician, but you are also a PR maven, darling.
I am.
Talk to us about being a publicist. You know, in terms of that work, what exactly drew you to it, and just about even just some of your highlights?
Well, I mean, I've sang since I was 10 years old, and I always wanted to be in the music and media space. And then when I finished school, and also like battling with my confidence of being a singer, I decided to go into the music industry and work behind the scenes. And then that kind of grew into PR, and now I get to work with so many different brands and different vibes, so different sectors of the industry. No day is the same. And I get to do it all over the world, like in Spain, which is so much fun. But there's still no place like home. And I love the people that I work with, and I just get to, and it helps now because I also can relate to my clients when they are sitting in the seat, and I can represent them in that way as well, because I've sat in the seat as well. So,
love that. I love that you're merging the two worlds. That's beautiful.
It was a bit scary, and it felt like dodgy territory, but I'm so glad that I can be myself and be fully myself in both areas.
Amazing. And talk to us, what's next for Tamron? What's the big idea? What are the big goals that you have for yourself?
Well, just to honestly continue making music, collaborating with different artists. I'm really releasing music that is authentic to me, music that I can dance to, the music that I want to hear when I go out, and also just writing stuff that has a faith element to it, but not too unrelatable for
hear
people
you.
that maybe don't believe the same things as me, but just a hopeful message, you know,
Love
heal some people
that.
through my music and just relate to people. Yeah.
That's incredible. And if you had to choose like dream collaborators, one local and one international, who would you choose?
Local. I really like James Deacon.
He's amazing.
He's very, very cool. He is more aligned to my older stuff, but I'm still happy to dabble in some of those sounds.
Yes.
I mean, international, I would say Fletcher.
Ooh.
She's very, very cool. We've got similar vocals, so and I like her writing style. So yeah, I'd say those two are really, really cool.
I love that. And talk to me just about, you know, between now and the end of the year, what's the big thing that you really want to do, particularly as Tamron? Do you want to do more in terms of, you know, performing? Like, what exactly is it?
So I want to just give the song the best shot that it has. So perform wherever I can with that. Do like a press tour. That's what I'm doing at the moment.
Yes.
We've got a music video that is coming out next week as well.
Amazing.
So that's very exciting. I'm going to be traveling a little bit more, so hopefully creating some more content and writing a little bit more. Maybe some Spanish music. I don't know. We'll see a little bit of those influences. So yeah, just really enjoying the space I'm in.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and owning it. Yeah.
Well, my babe, congratulations on your brand new single. We're
Thank
so
you so
excited. Of
much.
course. And we also know that we are so looking forward to your performance in a little bit.
Thank you so much.
Of course. And Mzansi, this is why you got to stick around, because we 100% are all in for getting to see Never Alone for the first time, exclusive to Expresso. Right about now, though, my mother city babies, are you still all good?
Oh, absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Zan. And we will be heading back to Joburg in just a moment. But we're going to take a bit of a medical turn now.
Why not?
And take care of our skins. And then we're going to try and have a very safe conversation, yes?
Yeah, sometimes things are uncomfortable, but you have to bring them up, and it's all around hemorrhoids. So if you do suffer from it or know somebody, make sure that you take care of yourself, and we've got the perfect doctor to guide you through that. But we also
Safe
cooked.
We've cooked some amazing meals. I thought that was going to be an impossible segue to make. Maybe a truly South African welcome is what this meal just needs. No, all are welcome in our kitchen, and we absolutely love a meat-free day when it looks like this. So we got from the ultimate meat-free guy, Grant Hines, about 9 thumbs up for our garlic and chili pasta.
It is incredible.
Delicious, okay? And then, can you believe we actually managed to create our own ribs without ribs? Now, we've created these beautiful barbecue corn riblets. And my kids are loving corn at the moment. If you've got an air fryer and you've got corn, you've got a meal. Absolutely
With a little sauce on top
delicious.
as well.
I'm going to try the
Corn is very tricky, but I'm going to try.
What do you think? Oh, you attacked it like a rib. I like that enthusiasm.
And you have to use your hands. Very tasty.
You seem very surprised.
Corn is quite sweet, but it's very savory.
And you
Delicious.
get that barbecue.
Yeah, that's what I'm tasting.
And a bit of crunch. Perfect.
So good. Make sure that you make these as well. 10 minutes for this, probably about 15 for those, and you have a beautiful dinner and also some good information waiting for you on the other side of this.
And
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we want to make sure we always put you on, even when it comes to the not so comfortable conversations, right? Now, it's not always easy to talk about it, but the truth is, hemorrhoids and piles can be extremely uncomfortable and they affect your daily comfort. But the good news is that Adcock Ingram have recently launched a brand new product called ActiProct that proves to truly be a game changer in the treatment of piles. Here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we are joined by a representative from Adcock Ingram to tell us all about this brand new launch, how it works, and who it's meant for. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm Expresso welcome to Rashmi. So much enthusiasm around this conversation. I absolutely love it. Welcome to the show, Rashmi.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
First things first, can you please tell us about what ActiProct is and how does it differ from all the other hemorrhoid treatments on the market right now?
ActiProct is based on natural ingredients and is indicated for treatment and relief from the symptoms of your grades 1 and grade 2 hemorrhoids, or as we know them as piles. So it's got a unique 5-way mechanism of action. So it provides instant relief and cooling within 60 seconds from the pain, the burn, the itch, the irritation, and the inflammation associated with piles. Now, ActiProct is natural, so it's derived from aloe vera gel. It's what's called a 2QR complex, and it actually acts as a physical barrier around the area, so it protects and also soothes that particular sensitive area during a bowel movement. And what's really cool about it is that it can be used both internally and externally.
Incredible. Now, do you mind diving into the motivation behind launching this specific product and also developing it?
At Adcock Ingram, we've spent time in the hemorrhoid pile space. And working in that space, we realized there really was a need for an accessible treatment and also a treatment that could be obtained without a script or without having to go to the doctor.
I see. I mean, I understand why, because, you know, it can be a bit taboo to sort of seek help when you are faced with this particular condition. You can feel embarrassed. To the people who are suffering from hemorrhoids or piles, what message do you have for them?
I just want to say that it's really common. So lots and lots of people get it, more often than not. And it happens regardless of your background, your circumstances. It can happen to anyone. But the good news is there are various kinds of treatment available. So it really encouraged people who are suffering from piles to go and see their healthcare professional, firstly to stop the condition from progressing or getting worse, but also so they don't have to live in pain and suffer in silence.
Now, who would you say ActiProct is best suited for?
In terms of who would do really, really well on ActiProct, it would be anyone that's suffering from grades 1 or 2 stages of piles. So your first grades of pile severity. We do not have any side effect data for pregnancy and breastfeeding, so there are no known side effects. But usually in those types of patients, we always suggest that you consult your healthcare professional first. So ActiProct is really easy to use. You use it after a bowel movement. You can apply it internally or externally twice a day or as often as you need relief. And you can use it continuously up to 30 days non-stop. So really cool. Inside the box itself is a cannula, which allows for the internal application and also just allows a little bit of hygiene when you're applying internally as well.
Incredible. And just finally, before we let you leave, Rashmi, where can we find ActiProct?
Currently, ActiProct is available at both independent and retail pharmacies. And I'm really looking forward to more people finding out about ActiProct and looking for it in store.
Thank you so much, Rashmi, for joining us on the show this morning and shedding more light on this brand new product by Adcock Ingram.
You are so welcome.
Now, if you or you know someone who's struggling with piles, do not worry. Simply consult a healthcare practitioner or a pharmacist to tell you all about this brand new product called ActiProct. Also, remember, we are running a weekly competition where you could win 2,000 rands in cash. It's very simple. Go on over to our social media pages and let us know the one symptom of piles that you think people should not overlook. And the hashtag to use is hashtag ActiProctRelief. The competition closes this Sunday. T's and C's do apply and can be found on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
New ActiProct, the fast-acting gel for pile symptom relief. Reduces inflammation, relieves pain, soothes itch. Ask for ActiProct gel. New from Adcock Ingram, on-the-go convenience.
Well, thank you so much to Akil Kuhle bringing that vital information. Sometimes these conversations can be a little bit uncomfortable to have, but right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, you know that we've always got you covered from every front. Now let's get into your next bit of news. This is your 8 o'clock national news headlines, where Deputy President Paul Mashatile will visit the Overberg District Municipality in the Western Cape this week to highlight progress in land reform, community development and clean environment initiatives. Now for the next 3 days, he will tour projects including Klein Ezelzacht Farm in Caledon, supported by the Land Development Support Program. Now, the farm produces fruit, grain and livestock, showcasing how previously disadvantaged farmers can achieve commercial viability. Now, the oversight visit underscores the government's commitment to speeding up land redistribution, as well as supporting emerging farmers. In other news in South Africa, the National Youth Development Agency has partnered with the National Student Financial Aid Scheme, and that is to expand education and development opportunities across South Africa. The agreement, signed through a Memorandum of Understanding, focuses on decentralized access, bridging the digital divide, expanding pathways, and solving student accommodation. Now, with rural youth often lacking a matric and facing inequality, the collaboration aims to combine resources and redirect them to higher learning institutions, reflecting the National Youth Development Agency Board commitment to inclusivity and equitable access. In your international newsmaking headlines, Ghana's President John Mahama has dismissed Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu after an inquiry recommended her removal for misconduct. Now, Tokonu, suspended since April, was accused of abusing powers, sidestepping judicial appointment procedures, as well as misusing public funds during private trips with her family. The inquiry reviewed extensive evidence and concluded grounds for removal had been established, prompting her dismissal from the Supreme Court. While critics fear the move undermines judicial independence, the presidency said it was bound to act on the findings. Meanwhile, Israeli forces have intensified attacks on Gaza City's outskirts as preparations for a ground offensive advance. Hospitals reported more than 30 Palestinians killed yesterday, mostly women and children. Now, aid agencies warned of worsening humanitarian consequences for displaced families already facing famine. The military vowed to continue targeting Hamas strongholds until hostages are released. Now, meanwhile, Israeli protesters staged a day of urging their government to agree to a deal for the release of all remaining hostages in Gaza. And closing off your news for this morning by bringing it back home, where Pala Pala FM is set to light up Limpopo with the Royal Family Gospel Day. And that's happening at the scenic Nandoni Dam Royal Gardens on Saturday. Now, this uplifting, family-friendly celebration promises a divine lineup of South Africa's top gospel stars. Now, that includes legendary Dr. Rebecca Malope, Taki Ndao, Manyaga, as well as Altasane and many more. Alongside the soul-stirring music, children can also look forward to face painting, fun games and entertainment zones, while families can dig into picnic and braai spots under the open sky. With tickets already selling super fast, this joyful day of faith, music and fellowship is definitely one not to miss. So stay tuned to Pala Pala FM for all the updates. That is where we leave your news for this Thursday morning. Let's get into those final sporting highlights with Graham.
The next big thing is coming. I know we are still very much wrapped up in the Women's Rugby World Cup right now, but we've got a cricketing World Cup on the horizon, and Cricket South Africa has named a very strong 15-player squad for the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup in India. It starts officially on the 30th of September. So Laura Wolvaardt, in the form of her life, will captain a side featuring Marizanne Cup. She's back in the fold. Sine Lewis, Chloe Trion and Ayabonga Kaka. Then rising star Karabo Meso earns her first senior World Cup call-up. Massive congratulations. The Proteas have a tough one. They open their account up against England on the 3rd of October. Now let's get into the US Open, and it has been spectacular as the year's final Grand Slam. Canada's Felix Auger-Aliassime, he was on fire last night, battling past Australia's Alex de Minaur 4-6, 7-6, 7-5, 7-6 to reach the US Open semi-finals now for the second time. The 25th seed fired 22 aces and 51 winners, showing a level of athleticism we seldom see, overcoming some early nerves as well to continue his incredible revival. For de Minaur, heartbreak. It was his sixth quarterfinal exit without progressing to the last four, but if he continues to show this kind of heart, I have a feeling it's just a matter of time. Now we get into athletics, and not the best news to report on. South Africa's teenage sprint sensation Bayanda Walaza is in doubt for next week's World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. That after suffering a hamstring injury in Zurich last week. So the 19-year-old, named in South Africa's 49-member squad, pulled up while leading the 100 meters at last month's Diamond League finale. In athletics, South Africa says his participation now depends on medical clearance following further assessment. And with him on such an incredible arc, we hope that this all falls into place for him. Now we round off with an amazing story around an amazing guy in rugby. Springbok World Cup winner and very much a part of our last World Cup win, Deon Fourie, will captain DHL Western Province in his 100th match. So that's when they face their old foes, Boland, in Cape Town this Saturday. So Province have named pretty much a full-strength Stormers side in preparation for the upcoming URC, no doubt. Listen to these names: Siabelo Sanatla, Leolin Zas, Roanel and Evan Roos, all starting. An incredible moment, but most importantly for Deon Fourie, thank you for your service, sir, and congratulations on the 100th cap. And that's where we leave our sport for this morning. Let's get a last traffic update.
Thank you so much, Cape Town. And Mzansi, let's jump on out to the roads. First and foremost, in KZN Cliffdale, an accident involving a truck has occurred on the N3 in both directions near Cliffdale. Heavy delays are expected as a result, so please avoid the affected area and plan accordingly. Then over in Gauteng, well, right here in Gauteng rather, Sandton, there's a stationary vehicle on the N1 northbound after Rivonia Road. The right lane is closed over there and traffic is slow moving, so please do exercise caution as you welcome and come into that. Then in Cape Town, the mother city, Boortesig, back-to-back traffic is being experienced on the N7 southbound at the N1 inbound ramp. Motorists are urged to please allow for extra travel time over there as you might possibly be delayed. Right about now, though, let's jump out into our weather. First and foremost, you know we always love to check in with the South African Weather Service, and they've issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions over central and northern regions of the country. The rest of South Africa can expect hot, windy weather, and of course with morning fog likely in parts of Eastern Cape and KZN. The forecast highlights heightened risks for wildfires in vulnerable areas, urging vigilance for communities and farmers. Now, authorities are monitoring conditions closely as temperatures continue to rise, with precautions advised to reduce the threat of damage and loss. We will keep you up to date with anything else that does come through with that. But for now, oh my goodness, I love this. We're all just Picassos with our phones, and I am so obsessed with it. Here on Expresso, you continue to do the most. And this is why Annelie, forgive me, from Langevan, where it is going to be 26 degrees Celsius. Thank you so much for this beautiful sunrise view. We are obsessed. The sound of just absolute music comes to mind when I look at this picture. I just think that this is stunning. And I don't know how you got all of these colors to be as bright as they are, but my goodness, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say a sunrise view. Thank you so much, Annelie. We appreciate you, my darling. And of course, Mzansi, it is a little bit of just a feast for your eyes, all in the name of showing you what Annelie's waking up to today. Right about now, though, I do believe that we have so much more to do right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And I'm so excited for it because there are so many things that you need to make sure you stick around for. However, for now, let's check out your temperatures.
man, beautiful view. Hopefully we can keep the energy in that lane and pass some of it over to you. Why? Because every day could be Kepe Day. When you play your hashtag Daily Lotto, there is an estimated 550,000 Rand, in fact, sitting in that jackpot today.
This Thursday.
This Thursday,
Only
not next
today.
Thursday. Today, baby.
Today,
Come on.
so do not get left behind. Buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or you could simply just dial *120 *7529 hash for all your USSD.
And we'll keep the deets up on the Expresso socials. You can check them out, then panda, push or play your Daily Lotto for more than R500,000 Rand today. 550,000 Rand sitting in that jackpot. Estimated today, it should be yours. Why not?
Why not?
Come on.
You must always ask that
You deserve
question.
it.
You do deserve that, and you deserve to look good this summer.
Yes.
And we have to delve into what Woolies has got for you when it comes to spring, summer.
I don't think the season knows it can start until you've broached the fashion, and the fashion for spring, summer is looking good. So could you. We'll see you now.
We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story. Expresso was proudly brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true. That's exactly where you are right here on S3. And we're so excited to get on into something, my lovely, that is taking over the continent. Yes, I am talking about how skincare is more radiant than it's ever been before. And one thing we love is the fact that African skin is at the center of this chat. Now, today, we are here to say that who else has entered the chat? Oh, my darling, it is Vaseline Ceraglow. And trust me, you want to get your hands on it. But let's tell you more about it before you even just think, oh, I need to actually. Because honestly, honestly and truly, it is not just something that's going to make you glow, but it's actually looking after your skin as well. It's all about that pro-ceramides. It's all about getting you into how you can get your skin barrier up again, but more than anything else, I think it's really finding out how indeed Vaseline is yet again saying that they are taking care of our needs while at the very same time being super, super sustainable and even taking into account things like climate. So, friends, who do we have today to help us unpack this beauty? Well, indeed, we are so excited to be in the presence of two beautiful ladies. I am talking about beauty content creator and art director Bali Christina and PR lead for beauty, wellness, as well as personal care at Unilever South Africa, Anele Mapanga. Let's give them a feel-good welcome, please. Hello, gorgeous ladies.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Good. Fabulous.
Oh, you are fabulous. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, you're glowing, ladies,
Thank
if you will.
you.
You got that Sarah glow going on.
100%. No off days.
That's right. That's right. We can't afford with your skin. You know what I mean? But Mbali, I want to start with you because at the moment, right, we're talking, ladies, just about how the buzzword in South Africa is skincare. It is about how we can get it to 100% be the best, right? And there's so many different trends that are emerging, particularly when we talk about the glow up, skin minimalism, and so much more. You know, let's get into what exactly is taking the spotlight right now at the moment. What are people looking at going, yes, actually, that's number one?
Yes, well, skincare in South Africa is always buzzing. I think right now the vibe is very mixed. We live in a beautiful day and age where information is so accessible to us, so people are very intentional about their skincare. Whether you've had a long week and you want a nice full self-care moment where you hydrate and mask, or you have a very busy schedule and you want a minimal skincare, I think the focus for both of those solutions is skincare that is hydrating and moisturizing to let your inner glow out.
I love that. And we're all about the glow, especially with us jumping on into spring. I think it's exactly what we need.
Yes.
But ladies, let's talk about how, you know, innovation is key to staying relevant, particularly in skincare. I mean, you even said now that skincare is always at the center of attention, right? Because we all want that great skin. But I want to come to you, Anele, in terms of Vaseline always just really trying to evolve to meet the needs of South Africans. How are you guys always doing that?
So Vaseline is evolving with a purpose, you know, from our days of being just a humble petroleum jelly that is passed on from grandmother to mother to child. We are creating products now that I think are in demand for South African women. Not only that, though, I think it responds to the need of the modern woman today.
Yes.
When you look at face care, it's always been ahead of the game, right? We've had products that have vitamin C that address uneven skin tone. We've had SPF that you can get in your face care products, and some of these ingredients have been missing in body care, and I think that's what makes this range so special, because it's formulated to address concerns like stretch mark, concerns like firming. You spoke about pro-ceramides earlier, and this range actually is formulated with pro-ceramides in them, and which is just an ingredient that helps to firm up your skin, because the older we get, the more our skin loses elasticity, and nobody wants to have saggy skin.
You know what I mean?
So you want to make sure that you're feeding your skin those good, nourishing ingredients, and of course a beautiful finish as well, because science and beauty needs to work together when it comes to innovative skincare.
Yes, I love that, science and beauty working together. Exactly. And I think that you guys have definitely gotten it so right, because at the moment on everyone's lips it's Sarah Glow, right? And what you guys are doing with Vaseline. But talk to me as well, Anele, just about, you know, how this specific product has actually been 100% just really made here in South Africa, and it's been developed here. Talk to us about why that's so important.
It's essential because local is lacquer,
Come
but
on.
also we are baking in local expertise in the product, right? We actually did research with consumers to understand what are some of their pain points. We know that a lot of women struggle with hyperpigmentation, especially when you think about your inner thighs, and those are areas where there are no products that can actually address that, right? And so now you have the even tone range that can help address that. We also have SPF in the product, which is something that I think as melanin-rich skin consumers, we sometimes forego, but it's
100%.
extremely important, especially going into spring, summer. We have Sika, which is an ingredient that has healing properties. So I think what is super exciting thing is, in a climate like ours, in a climate like South Africa, where in one day, I always like to say you can have 4 different seasons in a day.
Facts.
You have a range that is formulated for South African skin by South African scientists. So you have that local expertise baked into the range.
I love that. They're not just trying to guess your skin. They know our skin, okay?
Exactly.
I love that. And ladies, you know, a lot of us like to chat just about, you know, the different ingredients that really help when it comes to skincare. I mean, you even just touched on a few, Anele. Mbali, what would you say is really just an ingredient that you always look out for when it comes to skincare?
Absolutely. I love the ceramides that is in the CeraGlow range, but I also love almond oil. And I know that almond oil nourishes my skin. It keeps it super hydrated. I have very dry skin. So I need almond oil. I need vitamin E. Those ingredients is something that I look out for, and that's in the CeraGlow range.
I want to add to this, right?
Please.
So I think the interesting thing about the range is that it also does have your oils baked into it, vitamin E, almond oil, which is super important, especially for melanin-rich skin, because we know that luminous finish is so popular right now. And when you think of the past, when you used to buy a sunscreen that wasn't formulated for your skin, it would give you that white cast. You would kind of look like you were a Nando's roll or something. You know, and I think that's what makes the range so special, because we've put the oils in so that you can get the hydration, but also you can get a finish that looks good on African skin.
100%. And speaking of African skin, ladies, because we do need to wrap up. I'm having such a good time with this conversation, because I feel like it's always good for us to be talking about our skin. It's so important, right? But what's next for African skin in your mind? So yes, now we have the Vaseline CeraGlow. It's here to stay. It's here to make us, you know, glow the way we deserve to. But what do you believe is next as our ministers of skin today?
Personalized skincare, African ingredients that really speak to and resonates with our skincare concerns.
I love that. What would you say, Mbali?
I would say I love a science-proven skincare routine. I need it science-proven, but I also want it culturally aware. And so I think innovation is very at the core of African skincare, and it's very exciting to have that in our skincare routine.
I love that. I love the way Mbali went, I'm not playing. I need scientists to tell me that it's right, okay? And culture, of course. And ladies, just to finish off, both of you, 2 words to describe this beautiful CeraGlow range that we have over here.
Ooh. Absolutely incomparable.
Ooh, darling, clock it. Clock it, yes. And you, Mbali?
I would say luxurious and an experience.
Come on. Ladies, we love your work. Thank you so much for paying us a visit. And like I said before, you have that CeraGlow, and we appreciate that you are allowing the rest of us to have it. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Zanzi, this, my friend, is all about you and how you can get the very same glow that you see on these ladies and the glow you deserve. African skin is at the heart of the chat that is happening right now in terms of skincare all around the world. And Vaseline said, you know what? We're going to make sure that our African guys and gals and everyone in between indeed does have that CeraGlow. And like you heard, it's all about looking after that barrier. It's all about the pro-ceramides. It's all about the glow. And more than anything else, it is all about exactly what your skin needs, which Vaseline is always so ready to give to you. And this is why, my friend, you always got to make sure that you have that CeraGlow, proving that healthy, radiant skin isn't just a dream. No, 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 no. It's a reality and something that you can have at your fingertips.
Lerato, my skin is just not giving that even tone glow.
Your skin needs a CeraGlow. With pro-ceramides and niacinamide, clinically proven to moisturize and visibly fade dark spots for that even-toned, glowing skin. Vaseline CeraGlow.
I cannot believe we are hurtling into the final half hour of the show. I'm going to ask us, please slow down. I want to say that every second I have with you, absolutely love the glow up. We've got officially the glow on the skin.
Skin sorted.
Now we're going to finish the outfits. And obviously being a girl dad, I'm absolutely there for the little details. And when your 5-year-old daughter gets something new that she loves and it gets paraded and it gets shown off, I absolutely love it. She is
Look at her.
all about having those few little special things that she wants with her.
And she carries it around
generally
with
it
her.
involves some Gabby cat version of, but I absolutely love the fact that the details aren't forgotten. That for me is
the one.
difference.
Can I
That's the
say, I'm
difference.
just going to highlight these for a second
Oh.
because look, they match your shoes, Gray. Imagine you and Jack just like stepping out looking ever so stylish. I honestly am so obsessed with
He would,
that.
you know what he would do? As soon as he realized he looked really cool in them, he
Yeah.
would ask me to go inside and change.
No,
to not kill the vibe.
stop.
No, he's all about the squad goals. And if you're looking for those family squad goals, we have got you sorted.
Absolutely.
Sure.
It's all about Woolworths Spring Summer 2025. It's coming your way straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh man, the morning has been so perfect and we're so glad you're here with us. And this morning, we're getting to celebrate the fact that we are officially in Heritage Month. My friend, we get to celebrate all the beauty that we just have in terms of this melting pot of culture that we are as a country. But we get to do so in an incredible way today by celebrating an award-winning poet that is only 20 years old. Ubongekile Ndinisa is someone who is all the way from Mpumalanga, but she is in the building today to talk to us about her poetry and how it truly makes her who she is and even just allows her heritage to continuously shine. Even the way she's dressed today. Everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome. It's Bongekile Ndinisa. Come on. My baby, how are you?
I'm good in yourself.
I'm amazing, thank you, Nana. My love, talk to us. You are so young, but you're already an award-winning poet. You know, when did your love for poetry even begin?
Nangicala ukubhala ukuthi ngifuna kuba i-poet. Ngaqala njengomuntu ukuthi ngifuna ukucula. But I think i-poetry it's a calling kimi. So ngagcina sengitithola ngibhale i-poem. That's why ne-role model yami akusiyo i-poet or poetess, but it's a multi-award winning musician is Java.
Oh, really? That's your biggest influence?
Yes.
That is amazing. And Java's amazing. He's very good with words, very good with writing. So that is a good person to have as an icon, I will say, or even someone that you look up to.
Yes.
Yes. But do you still sing now?
No.
No, it's all about the poetry.
Yes.
I love that. And I also think that, you know, for you as a young person, there were obviously certain people that you did look up to. So yes, Java was one of them. But when you, you know, who were some of those people that you did start looking up to as well?
Only Java.
Only Java?
Only Java.
Yeah, no one else?
No one else.
And Java is a friend of the show, Kayaz. So we're going to tell him that he's number one to Ubongekile. I absolutely love that. What about Java made you be that person who was like, he really inspires me?
I think his personality, his music, the way acula ngakhona.
Yeah.
like uyalandzela amasiko, his culture. Yeah.
And he is someone who's very much about culture, and you're so right. And
Yes.
talking about culture, how do you bring in your Siswati culture into your poetry? Yes.
Mayelana ngokugqoka kwami.
Ngiyabona lokho.
Ngiyayithanda imvunulo yami the way mina ngingakhona. Ngiyathanda kuba ngimi. Kahle kahle ukuthi mina ngingibani. That's why noma ngabe ngibhala ngeSiswati because ngiyathanda kuba ngimi noma ngabe ngifika kuletinye tindzawo like ngibe ngimi vele ngibe proud ngalokho mina ngingiko.
I love that. And as a Swati lady, especially as we get into Heritage Month, what makes you the most proud to be a Swati woman?
Oh, ngendlela ngitiphatha ngakhona. Ngasho njalo ngendlela ngitiphatha ngakhona.
Yeah.
Kungako ngiba proud ngami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
ukuthi ngimswati.
And xa ubhala ngoku, like your poetry, you know, whether it's at home or wherever it is you get inspired, what is it exactly that inspires poetry yakho?
Most of the time inspire ngiletinto letendekako emphakathini. Lenzawo lengihlala ku, lenzawo lemini ngihlala kuyo, itinto letendekalako laphaya.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So if you're saying that it's where you stay, so what is it that happened recently that you wrote about? What's the most recent poem that you wrote about?
Gender-based violence.
Oh, wow. And that's a very serious one.
Yeah, kwendeke kakhulu nekhonakale kithi.
Nyani sithandwa sami.
Yeah.
Sure. And I can imagine that's a very emotional one as well.
Yeah.
And speaking of emotions, I'm so excited for us to see you perform. Are you ready for us?
Yes.
Well done, my baby, on being such an incredible young lady already, only at the age of 20, and already you're a poet, award-winning and everything else. We're very proud of you, but I'm ready for you. Can we do it?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Zanzi, she is a queen. Igama lakhe, of course, is the gorgeous, amazing, the queen that you see before us, Wongekile Ndinisa. She's about to take you on a journey. So listen to this. Here is something that I truly believe is going to make your morning. Everyone, it's DM Fundo by Wongekile.
Vuka mvelingandi. Akawuthule emhlaba lalela wena moya mina ngiyimbongi lena themandetililo ngiphuma khona yengaleni imililo ngidlule khona eveni lobumnyama kungako ngigadla ngeliphimbo lelimnyama ngihlanhlathele ngekubhala ngikhale ngetindzaba mina ngingivuka sikhulume mina ngingumphepho lowehlethe indzabeni ngihlikihla ngetsheni iphendvuke tinkondlo mina ngingumphefemulo lovuka uma sekhule ngebukhosi uphunyuka bemphethe umavu lavaliwe kanti ke lokhulumako nguye kanye Bongekile the poet lo talwa ngilamasha abane ngikhuluma ngaye mbumbe thengwa wena mbumbezidla sikhothana imlomo bubezini wena mkhono lomuze lophawula balambako angishala banako mana endleleni kuhlokothanga uzwayo wophakathayo kanzi ngiphuma khona ekhaya lapho imbeke nesimile sokwaba ngumthandazo kithi ngisho khona kagogo lo tala babe lashaba ngumbhelelo oluhlata njengenkoshane dla ngamandla ubosithole bafada bayikho inkoshane basaba ukuthi bada ukhabantu bababo manhle mabhela kashani ngoba landzela inkosi umayi buyeshiselweni kashaba ngakuvala ngimivalo kodwa akuvala ngemakhanzi madvosa wena wasejodva mawuhlethi nelibhelo yalibala ngikhuluma ngaye babelo utala mina uye kanye Ndinisa mzomba msibekeli mafike mehlala emnyamala njengenkomo boja bajinjinini badabuka khona emgenya bagitsa ngalinye nyamba bokomisa babonyisela bona bodludlu ngelifuli kanzi ngiphuma khona eMpumalanga the place of the rising sun lapho lelanga liphuma naletinhlethi indzaba kanzi lishona naletinhlethi indzaba futhi ngisho khona phansi esigodini kaMasoyi lapho kubusa khona ubukhosi bakaMashiho phansi kwetindzaba ligogothe emganduzweni lapho lenzawo seyiphendvuka ingoma bala nginetanda khona letimpi ngithi noma ngifuna ukukhuluma bathi sala sowuthula Bongekile kunini ukhuluma la hlabako kulomhlaba lo hlabako ngivele ngithi ngiyotfula kanjani ngoba mina nakusile ngibanele itimbo letihlabako kulomhlaba lo hlabako bese tiyafika tithandwa lithake ugadle Bongekile uma ngagadlwa naye ngabe kuyogadla bani hayi mina bengisacela ningivumele ukuthi ngikhulume DM-Mfundvo maye uyatenda timanga ngidibonile tikhaga tayitolo tiphendvuke tigwili tanamuhla ngibabonile bo hluphekile bayitolo baphendvuke tigwili tanamuhla ngithe ngiyabophuta ukuthi njengoba ngikhagile kufuna ngigaye ngamuphi umhlathi baphendvula bathi hamba kwaMfundvo utawubona hamba uyoba mfane bani fanele utawubona hamba uyohlonipha bothishela utawubona ngoba phela laba bantu banikana lwati bathi yebo kuyohamba kube madima kodwa khumbula ukuthi indlela leti yakhona kona ubumbelelo tiyahlaba futhi dinze phela laba bantu bayanikana sikhale singeke sathathu noma solufulathele lelihle DM-Mfundvo akawusukuma utinikele ngaweveni akawusukume Mfundvo ukuthi inikele ngaweveni ngoba wena ungumncobo endlala ngoba wena ungumncobo enhlupheko ake niphakame bandla abasha nimukele nezimfundo bunanzi besikhashana ngeke kwasida ngoba bunanzi besikhashana kuyinvo nje lendlula kanye nemoya asambeni siyohlupheka emfundweni asambeni siyogcilateka emfundweni asambeni siyohloma ahlasele etikolweni diyemfundo itaw
Oh, baby girl, you are a superstar, Moswena. Java would be proud. He would be so proud. My love, Kostalele, what is the poem that you just performed about Diamfum?
It's about education. I believe good education is the key to success. And education ingavula noma ngabe nguphi eminyango everywhere la uhamba khona. I understand ukuthi many people banokusho ukuthi bantu bayafunda but still bangawutholi umsebenzi. But into lekhona ukuthi uma ungakafunze angeke like ukuthi compare nomuntu ofunzile. So lapho kuba nemehluko. So for me education ibaleka kakhulu kuwonke umuntu lokhona eveni.
Beautiful, my love. Siyabonga. You're absolutely amazing, and please continue shining, ne?
Siyabonga.
Oh my goodness. Java would be proud. Nelson Mandela would be proud. You know, the kids, they are getting 100%. Not just, I want to say even enlightened, but more than anything else, just making sure that they are educated. Right about now, though, you need to make sure you do not go anywhere. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we got some performances for you, honey. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
The rumors are true. It is your feel-good breakfast show. And now we're getting into a new season. This spring-summer, Woolworths unveils a collection made for sunlit days and also balmy nights. I can't wait for those effortless pieces that move with you through every single moment and in between. Now, guiding us through the SS25 vision, we have Vickers Duplessis, one of our faves, head of design for kids and menswear, and then the beautiful trend forecaster, Sarah Jane DeToy, is here to introduce the line where ease meets elegance. Think soft tailoring, airy linen blends, breezy florals, and crisp wardrobe staples, curated to define the season ahead. And listen, when you said pockets, we just showed it off so nicely. Whatever we're doing today, this is what I'm most excited about. But welcome, guys, and thank you so much for being here. There's so many things around us. Let's get into the inspiration first.
Cool.
What goes into Spring Summer 2025 according to Woolworths?
So the vision for the season was really just those beautiful, endless summer days, the idea of that summer escape, that summer holiday that just never finishes. And you can really see that in these gorgeous pieces. It just makes you want to escape and be on the beach or at the restaurant with your friends having a fabulous time.
And one of the big shifts that we made for this summer was how we're showing up as a collective, men's, women's, kids, boys and girls as well. If you look at the color palettes around us, there's really a synergy behind the colors, the fabrics that we chose, and the styles that we picked for the season, right?
Yes, absolutely.
We wanted to give our customers that seamless feel when they step onto our stores, that they see these are the call-out colors, these are the key fabrics that they need to pick to build their summer wardrobe. So we're very excited about the season.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited too, and I love that you've made the journey of shopping even easier and more seamless as well, because it can get a little bit intimidating when you walk in. Seasons are changing, where do I begin? So let's begin with the colors. I mean, immediately this buttery yellow stands out for me. Sarah Jane, come join me here. Talk me through the girls and women.
So from a women's wear perspective and the girls, you can see our really elevated color palette with those soft pastel hues coming through at the beginning of the season. And as we build, we get a little bit more spicy, a little warmer. And then you'll see later in the season, all those really beautiful summer brights will be coming in as well. So that's something definitely to be looking forward to. In terms of silhouettes, we've got some really gorgeous relaxed shapes.
Nice.
For those hotter days, so you know that you're going to be really comfortable.
But still stylish at the same time.
Still so stylish. And then the sets are so important for the season in these beautiful linen blends, and that just takes the color so beautifully.
It's so interesting how I would say usually this is more of a wintry color, and now it's coming through in summer as well.
It is, and you're seeing it in those more sun-kissed, drawn-back shades, which I think is just absolutely stunning.
Oh my goodness. How about the girls? What do we have for them?
And then for girls, we've got stunning little summer dresses with these beautiful details, matching with her little bag.
Come on.
Where is she going? Because I want to go too. We've also got wonderful little two-packs, super comfortable with the elasticated waist in the must-have colors, gorgeous little prints.
Oh my goodness. And I love seeing the flowers pop up every now and then, whether it is in like this detail, exactly. And Zanele today was in the similar print, but with pants and a shirt. So I love the options that you have too.
And I think also when you get the set, it's just instant perfection, and then you can wear it in so many different ways. Exactly.
I love that. Okay, well, I feel good. The girls are sorted. We've seen it on the rail. I think let's see it on some models as well. So let's bring in Letabo and our girl. Oh my goodness.
They look
beautiful.
amazing.
So talk me through what's going on here.
So here you have a gorgeous little crafted set for her with this stunning embroidery detail. The puff sleeve is a must. And then for our wonderful women over here, we've got beautiful statement prints throughout the season. Love the pockets, super comfortable with the ruching at the back.
Yes.
And I just think they make the perfect pair.
Oh my gosh. And it's such a statement without a statement. You know what I'm saying?
Effortless.
Effortless.
Easy,
That's the word. Gorgeous. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, the girlies are sorted when it comes to spring, summer. Now let's talk about the gents. They are not left off the cards this time around. Because what do you have for us this season?
Not at all, Carissa. Very exciting. I'm going to start with linen. I think linen is probably one of the key fabrics for the season. I'm just going to grab these beautiful sleeves all rolled up. I need to mention that men likes anything loose and comfortable. You hardly see men out there in very restrictive clothing as well. Linen cotton blend shirts, all the rage at the moment. We made sure that the colors not just only complement the ladies in the room, but also perfect for summer. We're offering beautiful linen stripes as well. And
that's good.
talking about comfort, we actually introduced a relaxed fit chino. You know, chinos are very popular, but as you can see, this is a relaxed fit. It's got a slight little pleat, tapered towards the leg, but a lot more roomy on the thigh.
Oh my gosh, it's giving, put me on a boat with a fedora. We're going to Italy, baby.
100%. This is also a new drop and very important for me to call out. This is also a hybrid chino, a linen cotton blend, but look at this.
Oh.
Half elasticated waistband.
Comfort.
Very, very comfortable, very breathable, easy to wear and perfect for the summer days.
Oh, I love that.
Texture, texture. We can't get enough of texture this summer. This is called muslin. Have you just ever a look and a feel?
Oh, I like that.
So it's like a double.
And it's got a
layer.
matching.
Absolutely. Sets, as Sarah Jane said, are very, very key for the season. We're also grounding the range with all the neutrals. So it's very easy for the guys to mix and match. We make it effortless. Shopping needs to be very easy when you come to Woolies.
Agreed.
Seersucker sets, once again, matching as well. Back pocket detail. We thought of everything. It's all in the detail, right?
Oh, the textures have got me. I'm going to get that for my husband. I'm definitely going to try that. How about the boys? Do they have anything?
100%. And I want to latch on to the buttery yellow. We were looking at that gorgeous two-pack shorts. How's this for a little two-pack pickup for the boys?
I love that.
It's got the colors for the season, the soft blue, and also we love novelty. So very cool set. And then also in terms of comfort, knit denim. Super comfortable.
With a
we know rigid,
drawstring.
the trend's in rigid as well, but we're also offering knit denim for the boys. And then in terms of texture, not leaving them behind. Another set in seersucker. So you can match with Dad if you want. If you really want to.
Or compliment Dad.
Once again, compliment Dad. And also beautiful cotton linen blend here as well in the pull-on shorts, elasticated waist, side entry pockets.
Beautiful.
Once again, the colors just blend effortlessly.
I love this. You guys, I mean, we know this already. Woolworths has always got us covered. We've seen it on the rail once again. Let's bring in the gentleman and the boy. Come on through, guys. And I love that men have flowers too. Give them their flowers.
Awesome. I'm going to start with our young lad, and he's wearing the colors for the season. We called out the butter yellow, but I want to talk about this beautiful, soft cotton. It's actually called an interlock. It's a double-faced fabric. It's super comfortable. It's all about roomy silhouettes, slightly longer. The sleeves are longer. Nice, generous neck. And if you don't mind turning around, the extra detail, this is the statement. We focused on a lot of little extra details. All these little lines are actually embroidered and appliqued.
Oh.
So we really went to a lot of trouble. You're looking very cool, by the way. And then, of course, I have to mention the baggy shorts.
I can see how I love them.
Bermudas, the right length. He's totally rocking it today. You're looking amazing.
What a cool kid, man.
And the mules.
Come on.
You happy? Awesome. Looking great.
What are our gents doing this season?
Yeah, so now we're going to step into a little bit more craftiness.
I like that.
We spoke about texture. I mean, this is a gorgeous look. I absolutely love it. Very stylish, by the way. So a cotton texture tee, also with some hand embroidery, asymmetrical placement, dress up, dress down, depending on the occasion.
Of course.
And then once again, linen, a staple in your wardrobe, easy pull-on linen pants. Can you show us the elasticated waist with a drawstring? Very comfortable, looser fit leg, worn with the court sneakers, looking super cool.
Effortlessly cool as well.
I have a few pieces that I'd like to add to this look.
Okay, nice.
Just from a color rate, this matches your dress.
It does. We could walk out twinning. Look at that.
So we totally have a coordinated wardrobe in terms of color as well. There's also pull-on linen pants, slightly smarter this time, as you can see.
Without the drawstring.
Exactly, and this actually has a matching zip-through Harrington jacket as well.
Gorgeous.
When it comes to prints are subtle, like a watercolor, almost like batik-like print, which is very key. And we made sure that between the knits and the wovens, it's also a blend. So this is also an interlock tee, similar to the white one. Super comfortable with a pocket. And then lastly, a nice all over.
Oh, I like that one.
And it's full on
Very
embroidery.
funky.
As I said, it's handcrafting is quite a big trend for us.
Yes.
So this is a handcrafted, full on embroidered style, once again on a linen cotton base. So gents, we've got you sorted.
And I like that because usually gents are like, what about us? And this season they are taken care of with comfort, definitely functionality and fashionability on 100. We're going to bring our girls back in as well to have the full look as we slip into summer. From the first light to the golden hour, we know for sure that Woolworths summer collection delivers breezy silhouettes and blooming florals that you'll live in all season long. Now with crisp, versatile essentials that work wherever the season takes you. Now shop these looks and more at Woolworths, in-store, online and on the app. Shout out to Vickers. Thank you so much for coming through. You guys are looking so gorgeous in your clothes. Do a little spin for us. Yes.
Nice. Summer ready.
Ghosted by bad signal, we've all been there, from drop calls to missed updates. The good news? Cellc's got your back, ready to go the extra mile to make sure your message gets through loud and clear. Jump onto our Expresso socials, post that all-important message meant for someone not on Cellc, tag #LastResort, and you could pocket 2,000 Rand cash. Because when their network lets you down, Cellc's won't. Switch to C. Competition closes every Friday. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome to Cape Town. No, welcome to all of South Africa. I just had to give you an officially South African welcome to prove that I can do it. And yes, I think we've established you wore it best this morning. Okay? I'm just saying, look back over the show on the socials and you'll understand what I mean. No, we love you guys. We love your input on the show, so we want to repay you with a little bit of good comp.
Yes, please. You deserve this. Every day could be Cape Payday when you play Daily Lotto for an estimated 550,000 Rand jackpot. But it all goes down today, this Thursday, so don't get left behind. Buy your tickets now in store. Head to the website nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply just dial *120 *7529#, and that's for your USSD.
And if you've got any great ideas on how to come up with those magical numbers, share them with us, okay? Because we'll share with you as well. And I say that because I desperately hope someone gets to share the 550,000 Rand that's sitting estimated in that jackpot today. Now, this is a life-changing amount of money, and I hope it's you. Good luck.
We're crossing fingers for you right now. And I think to just send us off into this beautiful Thursday, we've got to hear from Tamron. Come on. We saw the woman behind the music, but let's have a taste of what she sounds like.
Yes, we are about to get a taste indeed. Thank you so much, my Cape Town family. And Mzansi, today, we not only are going to be getting a taste of a brand new single, which is dropping tomorrow, Never Alone, featuring Rhyma. We are also getting a little bit of what is Tamron all about. So, my Tam, are you ready for a little bit of a quick fire?
I hope so.
Yes, okay. So, first thing that comes to mind,
Okay.
Here we go.
Dangerous.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Afro beats or pop?
Ooh,
What
pop.
gets you moving first?
Afrobeats.
Oh, the first song you ever fell in love with?
What's that Ronan Keating song? I can't remember it now.
If I don't like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's that one.
It's that one.
It's that
we
one.
get it. We get
yeah.
it. Okay, cool. The first song, or forgive me, your dream artist you'd love to collaborate with?
Fletcher.
Oh, yes. Spain or South Africa? Where do you feel most inspired?
Spain. But I love South Africa, but I am inspired.
No DNA, just orange
Inspired.
Spain.
I
Okay.
am South African, I love South Africa, but inspired. Okay, both.
Fine.
Both.
Studio session or live performance? Which do you prefer?
I'd say studio. No, live. I'm too indecisive for this game.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's do this one. Coffee or tea to start your day? You have to choose one. Love that. One word to describe Never Alone.
Free.
Ooh, what's your go-to hype song before you hit the stage, baby?
Mwaki?
Yes.
I don't know names. Mwaki. That song,
That's
Mwaki.
perfect.
That one.
And the last one, if you weren't making music, what would you be doing?
I mean, I do it publicity. PR.
Oh, I love that. Okay. I've got a few more. Are you ready for
I'm
them?
ready.
Okay. Justin Bieber or Harry Styles?
Oh, Justin Bieber.
I'm a believer too. Beyonce or Rihanna?
Oh, Rihanna.
Okay. I'm Beyonce, so well, agree to
It's
disagree.
okay. We
It's
need to
all right.
share. You
It's
know,
all right. Rugby or cricket?
Rugby.
Oh,
Rugby.
that's my girl.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
girl. Okay. Movies or a book?
Movies.
Why?
I fall asleep during reading.
Oh, there it is. That's why.
Love it, but I fall asleep.
I love that. And your favorite color?
Blue.
Your favorite song ever?
Ever? Didn't we do this? No, that was
No,
the first song I fell in
you
love
fell in
with.
love with, yes.
Oh, Taki Taki by Selena Gomez and The People.
Okay. And your biggest influence?
Biggest influence,
Music-wise.
God. Oh, music-wise.
Oh, I love that.
God.
Oh, girl.
God.
I love that. And I thought you were going to say Strava, but that's all right. Tamron, the time has come. We need you to please perform Never Alone for the first time.
I'm so
Okay, are
excited.
you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you.
Beautiful. Zanti, here we go. It is Tamron coming through with Never Alone, her track dropping tomorrow. Let's go. It's featuring Ryan Ladies. Yeah.
Feeling free, so far from where I used to be. It's been a journey with so much still to see. But I wondered, will the sun still shine after all this rain and thunder? Feel the dark clouds over me. I've learned to dance to my own heartbeat without a care of who might see. Learned to sing, trust the voice in me, and in the rough seas you remind me. Made art of what was left of me. Every note is a masterpiece. Turn my pain into poetry. Dried my eyes, now I can see. I'm never alone. I'm never alone. I'm never alone. I'm never alone.
Never alone, let it be known. Life is a journey, I can make it on my own. Been on the road, I get mama on the phone. I'm still her baby, even though she knows I'm grown. When days get dark and I can't see the light, and I thought it's a purpose for life. Something just tells me you gotta be strong, focus, there's more to this life. And I open my eyes, focus my eyes on the prize. So far so good though, everything they alright though. Mama that don't change oh, everything they alright though. You know my time waiting them talk
I'm never alone. I'm never alone. I'm never alone. I'm never alone.
I see they go, but we are alright, we are okay.
I'm never alone.
I see they go, oh we are alright, oh we are okay. We dey okay, we not alone.
Everybody, we love it. Oh my goodness. goodness, I told you, it is Never Alone. That is 100% out tomorrow. It is Tamron featuring Rhymer, and we're so excited for it. And we're glad we got an exclusive right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And my Cape Town family, are you feeling like you're never alone? Do you feel together?
We're feeling it, baby. We're feeling it.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean that you wore it best. Okay, I think you both look
We
gorgeous. And
did.
yes, the outfits are different. Absolutely gorgeous. Zanele, I love the pants on you. I love the look just in general.
Especially the
since start of
hair.
I know. I absolutely love
So
it.
good.
Glow up on a different level. So we thought we'd answer in kind.
Yes.
I know I don't get to keep the clothes, but please, can I take a little something with me? I thought
I
this
think
would...
that will look so good. You
Hey,
should
can
put
I
it
just
on.
pop it over just to show?
I'm gonna try on the
You can still
hat.
have layers in spring,
Oh,
summer.
you definitely
I like
elevated
it.
something there.
But I'm sorry, for me, the little
Take
over
this
the
for
shoulder
Georgia.
is just absolutely gorgeous. Not for my look, okay, but for my gorgeous daughter, okay? Georgie, I'm going to nick this for you. Absolutely beautiful. No, get into Woolies, guys. There are so many amazing little capsules to dive into, and I
That's
like the
true.
fact that it's for the whole family, so you can have squad goals, okay? We are here for that.
Very
gorgeous.
cute. For me personally, I grabbed a hat as well as a bag. And yes, I will be wearing this throughout the day today.
Throughout
You see me
summer.
on the street, say, whoa, you look good. I'll say thank you.
Oh, people are going to be jumping on the other side of the road when they see you coming. They're like, ooh, there she is.
There she
it's
goes.
Carissa. I love it. You look gorgeous.
I
You've been
need an
amazing today.
announcer.
You guys have been amazing as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Zanele, you're always amazing, my friend. I hope you've enjoyed today. It's been so cool to connect with you. Mwah. There she is. We'll see you guys
gorgeous.
bright and
Amazing
early
to
to
connect with you,
kickstart the
friends.
weekend.
Ooh, cheers to that. Let's cheers our bags too.
Ching, ching.
And cheers to you.
It works,
We'll see you
I think.
tomorrow. Bye.
Another feel-good production.